Bucks for less than Lynch.
Traffic is sponsored by Angela Calais and Benefit Realty.
At Benefit Realty, pay only 3.5 to 3.9% real estate commission and get all the service that you should. Benefit Realty, you pay less for full service. Benefit-realty.com.
No tricks, no illusions, just buckets.
Away from three, knocks it down. Ryan Rollins.
The Bucks head to Washington to take on the Wizards. Our Bucks Radio Network game day coverage starts tonight at 5:30 on the home of the Bucks, News Radio 620 WTMJ Milwaukee.
I'm John Mercure. This is Wisconsin's Afternoon News. Your top story, a big donation for Milwaukee and Waukesha.
I'm Julia Fello. The U.S. strikes in the Caribbean.
I'm Debbie Loziga. Southbound on 41, backing up a bit from Good Hope Road all the way down past Hampton, almost to Capitol Drive. Northbound's backed up from about Mayfair Road all the way up past Burleigh, and then back on the brakes north of Capitol Drive up to Silver Spring. Got some backups along southbound 43 as well from North Avenue all the way down through the Marquette. Westbound 94 is also going to be a bit slow as you're making your way from 27th Street to Hawley Road, eastbound from about 76th Street to Hawley Road. I'm Debbie Loziga with your WTMJ Time Saver Traffic.
A little bit of snow this afternoon. It'll end tonight, a low of 15 degrees. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, a high of 25. From the WTMJ Breaking News Center, United Way of Greater Milwaukee and Waukesha County receives a $5 million donation from Amazon founder Jeff Bezos.
The grant focuses on eviction prevention and keeping kids out of emergency shelter.
We have our staff in place right now who's already doing this great work, so this will help us sustain the work. A lot of the funding will help us fund programs at local nonprofits or fund specific initiatives.
Director of Communications Dan Herta tells WTMJ.
Success for us is the continuation of what we're doing in terms of measuring, are we meeting the criteria that we've established for ending family homelessness?
United Way will use the funding over 5 years to support families at risk of losing their homes. Nazir Spencer, WTMJ News.
The city of Milwaukee is still under a snow emergency.
That means another night of parking restrictions. By 10 p.m. tonight, all vehicles must be parked on the odd-numbered side of the street so that crews can plow the even-numbered side. There is no parking allowed on either side of main streets from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. Garbage and recycling pickup is suspended today. That should resume on Tuesday, as well as final leaf pickup. Winter parking rules also begin today, which means alternate side parking is required at night until March. Jessica Gatso, WTMJ News.
The homicide suspect in the death of a Milwaukee alderman's nephew has been extradited to Milwaukee. Martel Hare was booked into the Milwaukee County Jail on Friday after being arrested in Oklahoma. He's accused of shooting and killing 16-year-old Marquise Champion, the nephew of Alderman Mark Chambers Jr., back in October.
Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth under scrutiny after a Washington Post report saying 2 men were killed during a second strike on an alleged drug boat from Venezuela.
White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt confirmed today the second strike on a vessel in the Caribbean, first reported by the Washington Post, did happen on September 2nd, but she denied it was Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth who gave the order. Leavitt said it was U.S. Navy Admiral Bradley, who's serving as commander of U.S. Special Operations Command.
Secretary Hegseth authorized Admiral Bradley to conduct these kinetic strikes. Admiral Bradley worked well within his authority and the law.
Leavitt said the strike was conducted in self-defense to protect Americans and vital U.S. interests. Karen Travers, ABC News, the White House.
The drought is over for Yuengling. America's oldest brewery, founded in Pennsylvania, will sell its beer in Wisconsin and Iowa for the first time starting early next year. Beginning in late January, Yuengling will start showing up in Wisconsin bars and restaurants, with packaged beer to follow in retailers beginning in early March.
Coming up, a longtime rivalry focused on the top spot.
Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 3:04.
Whoa! What are these? Screamin' Sicilian loaded breadsticks. Available in 2 great flavors, cheesy garlic or pepperoni. Both delicious. Screamin' Sicilian doesn't play around. They're fully loaded breadsticks that come in their own bakeable tray.
Dang! Woo! These are next level. Are they the main course?
Nah, just the appetizer. Find Screamin' Sicilian loaded breadsticks in your local grocer's freezer section. Screamin' Sicilian loaded breadsticks. Bring the party, bring the flavor.
Are the changing seasons making you crave a getaway? Let Fox World Travel help you plan the perfect all-inclusive resort or cruise vacation to escape the cold. We've got special deals with Apple Vacations, Delta Vacations, Princess Cruises, Celebrity Cruises, and more. Whether you book online or with a travel advisor, Fox World Travel has your back. Visit foxworldtravel.com or call 866-GO-FOX-GO today.
It's Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Black Friday Extended event. Now through Wednesday, shop extended Black Friday savings store-wide, up to 50% off or more while supplies last. Like up to 40% off select men's and women's Carhartt sweatshirts, select toys, or buy one, get one half off. Shop extended Black Friday savings on a 900-watt Avanti brand microwave, half price, and Peak Premium Antifreeze and Coolant, just 99 cents a gallon after $7 rebate. Don't miss extended Black Friday deals only at Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
If you missed this,
Senate action not until tomorrow morning. It will not happen tonight. The House just announced that.
The latest right here.
Wow.
Major
Yes.
Garrett.
or this,
It can read a chest x-ray as accurately as a radiologist.
Different AI algorithms can read a chest x-ray or other imaging study just as well as an expert radiologist.
Catch up on the Wisconsin's Afternoon News podcast at WTMJ.com. Presented by Dave Drakamp Heating. Time for a WTMJ Sports Update from the Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all sports desk. Packers head coach Matt LaFleur confirms the season is over for starting defensive lineman Devontae Wyatt due to an ankle injury.
Yeah, it's tough, but that is the nature of our game. Certainly he's a guy that is going to be pretty tough to replace, and I think it just falls on everybody else kind of raising the level of their game.
The Packers are favored by 5.5 for Sunday's game at Lambeau against the Bears. The Bucs are on the road in the nation's capital for tonight's game against the Washington Wizards. Coverage begins at 5:30 on WTMJ. And the Wisconsin Badgers women's volleyball team qualifies as a number 3 seed in the NCAA tournament. The Lady Badgers host Eastern Illinois Thursday night at the Fieldhouse in Madison. Badger Sports Updates are sponsored by Siding Unlimited, Siding, and a whole lot more.
Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 3:08.
All right, this is going to be fun. You got to come hang out with Julia and I. We will be doing trivia at Left's Lucky Town in Tosa. Are you ready for this?
I'm so excited. I hope everybody comes out.
It's going to be really fun. So come hang out. It's Wednesday at 7 o'clock at Left's Lucky Town. Even if you're not great at trivia, but you're good at fun, come hang out with us. It benefits Capco's Kids to Kids Toy Drive. You can bring a toy or text the word toy to 855-616-1620 to donate. We're going to get there, I guess, a little before 7, right? It starts at 7.
Come out with us.
Hang out with us.
Yeah.
Bring
spend
your
the night with
crew.
us.
Play for a great cause. Julia, John at Left's Lucky Town, 7 o'clock on Wednesday.
Looking to earn your Wisconsin concealed carry license? Mission 94 Firearms Education Center has you covered. Choose from classroom-only sessions, live fire options, or women-only classes taught by female instructors, designed to build confidence and safety. Learn the right way with a team that puts education first. Find your perfect class today at mission94firearms.com. Click on the training tab or just Google Mission 94.
Brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Not only does Progressive let you bundle your insurance, they also give you round-the-clock protection. Quote today at progressive.com.
Alleviate your pain, rejuvenate your life.
Rejuvenex.com. Wisconsin's Afternoon News is on the air, broadcasting live from the Annex Wealth Management Studios at the Avenue in beautiful downtown Milwaukee. Here are your hosts, John Mercure and Julia Fello.
Beautiful downtown Milwaukee has a lot of snow. I came back late last night, and I knew, obviously, that it had been snowing here, but I was gone for a week. My gosh, it's stunning. I was shocked at the airport. My car was buried. I broke my scraper just trying to get the snow off my car. I was about to kill somebody in the parking lot. It was really not good.
Okay, so why didn't we park in the covered parking?
Because I always park with Fast Park. That's the little vans that's like 1 minute from the airport. I don't know, Julie. I should have parked in the parking garage because I'm saving money.
Oh, really? Is it saving money? Okay.
Oh, yeah. It's much, much, much cheaper, but now I got to buy a new scraper, so I guess it wasn't that much cheaper.
Yeah, and you even can turn on the ignition early.
Yeah, I did. You're right, exactly. I had the car running for 20 minutes before I even got to it, and it was still like I was in the middle of an igloo.
So how did you get it all off?
I used the broken scraper, almost broke my elbow.
No.
Beautiful Michelle was sitting in the car. She offered to help me, and I was like, what are you going to do? The scraper's broken. She's like, why are you yelling at me? Just stay in the car, please.
Oh, my gosh.
But I'm home. I made it. Did you have a good Thanksgiving?
Yes, I did. Thank you for the lime.
Oh, you're welcome. We have a lemon and lime tree in Hilton Head. Isn't that fun?
I love it. I love limes with my water.
It's super cool. All right, hey, let's get to the things that we are tracking on this Monday.
This is the 3 at 3 on Wisconsin's Afternoon News.
Do you ever have your headphones and only one ear works?
Yes. Oh, instantly upset.
It's driving me nuts.
Oh!
So if I don't hear you, it's because the earphone that's not working is the one that's closest to you, Julia.
Worst.
All right, here is the first thing in the 3 at 3. This was a really big fire in rural Dane County about 12:30 yesterday afternoon. Firefighters respond to heavy smoke from a building in the village limits. It was a 40-foot by 80-foot barn fully engulfed. The barn had been used for storing older hay bales. It was highly combustible. Several agencies had to respond to put out the fire. It took several hours. One firefighter received minor injuries. No animals were at the farm. The cause of the fire remains under investigation.
So this is straight out of Final Destination for number 2, John. The windshield of a Wauwatosa police officer's squad caved in as he was driving underneath North Avenue on the overpass with I-41. He's on I-41. And apparently the falling snow hit him. So text TOSA.
Oh.
TOSA, if you'd like to see what it looks like, at 855-616-1620. TOSA. Investigators say it likely came from a Milwaukee County plow truck clearing at North Avenue right as the squad passed underneath. A split-second coincidence that could have ended up much differently. Fortunately, no one was hurt, but you can even see the roof of the vehicle was damaged as well because there was so much snow that fell over the overpass right at that moment.
That's craziness.
Yeah, so
That's
text
nuts.
TOSA if you would like to see it.
Giannis is the third in the 3 at 3. Another big game, another milestone. The Bucks with a big victory over the weekend, and Giannis passes 21,000 points for his career. He's in a very exclusive club, the 42nd player to reach the milestone, and the 6th youngest ever to do it. This took place over the weekend.
Here's Ryan Rollins on the other side. Bucks lead 85-58. Another three-pointer, and Giannis this time rattles one through from the left wing. That's not a shot we see very often from him.
Listen, every time he plays, I feel like he's breaking some kind of record. He is a generational player. He's a generational person, too. And I think that's where we're all lucky, especially the people in Milwaukee, is, the playing, obviously, but the person.
That's Coach Doc Rivers at the end there. Giannis, by the way, after the game, said he expects to be the all-time leading scorer in the NBA before his career's done. He's got half the points, I think, roughly what LeBron has, but here we go.
So if that was our Lane Grindle that was doing that, wouldn't he go, 21,000?
We should send that clip to Lane
more, right.
and ask him to do the Lane.
Yes.
Ask him to do the Giannis highlight. You're
That's
right
what he
about
would've
that.
done.
It is 3:14 at WTMJ. Wisconsin's Afternoon News is sponsored by Flanners Home Entertainment. Check them out at flanners.com.
Hey, it's WTMJ's Greg Matzik here for Flanners Home Entertainment. Does the audio and video system in your home need an upgrade? Well, Flanners has all the solutions and the installation experts to simplify and upgrade your home entertainment experience. Forget about the impersonable big box stores and risky online purchases. You go with locally owned Flanners, where quality service, the best brands, and guaranteed best price remain top priorities. Stop by Flanners in West Dallas, Grafton, or at flanners.com. Sound advice at the best price. Just press play.
John Mercure here for Men's Studios. At Men's Studios, it's long-term wellness is the goal. You're going to feel great when you've been at that massage, when you get one of their 11 customizable treatments. You're also going to feel it long-term. You're going to be able to play with your grandkids, golf, do the things you want to do pain-free. That's the goal at Men. Not just get you out of the crisis state, but get you into a state where you feel good all the time. They've got 2 locations. They customize everything. Check out the website, menstudio.com. I've been in the studios. They're absolutely gorgeous. They're nurturing. They're going to take care of you. Men's Studio.
For over a century, local broadcasting has evolved with the needs of the community. We move past the stigmas of opinion journalism and bring the most relevant news online, on air, and on the go. You have trusted us with your news, sports, weather, and entertainment. Trust us to keep moving with you. Text radio to 52886 and tell Congress local broadcasting is here to stay.
Traffic is sponsored by the Milwaukee Holiday Gala. Get your tickets today at swarmevents.com. Milwaukee's most talked about holiday party is coming, the Milwaukee Holiday Gala, hosted by Mayor Cavalier Johnson and WTMJ's Kristen Bry, benefiting Camp Rise and Toys for Tots. Get your tickets today at swarmevents.com.
Traffic and weather, Debbie Lozica, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, John. Southbound on 43, we've got backups basically from about Locust all the way down through the Marquette. By the time you get off the high rise, you're okay all the way down to the Mitchell interchange. Westbound 94 is a little bit heavy from 27th Street past Loomis. Westbound 94, you're backing up from 27th Street all the way to Hawley Road, and the eastbound side from 76th Street to Hawley. And then the big delay is southbound on 41 right now, heavy from Good Hope Road all the way down to Capitol. Northbound's backed up from Mayfair Road all the way up to Silver Spring. I'm Debbie Loziga with your WTMJ Time Saver Traffic.
The WTMJ 5-day forecast. All right, there's going to be some snow this afternoon and into the evening, actually. South of 94, up to 2 inches of snow. North, it gets to be an inch or so and tapers off about 1 o'clock in the morning. Low of 15 tonight. Tomorrow, sunny, a high of 25. Wednesday, chance for snow, a high of 33. Thursday, sunny, a high of 15. Friday, partly sunny, a high of 24 degrees. All right, I promise the bosses are not listening. Did you do any shopping during work today on Cyber Monday?
No, I should have. I should have returned my Christmas gift that I was going to get you.
I just told you during the break
can't believe it.
I bought for myself something that you're the best gift giver, by the way.
He wants a WTMJ vest so bad. So I ordered it last month for him.
And I was just complaining that I ordered it and it hasn't arrived yet. I can have two vests.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so bummed.
Well, you're in the minority if you didn't shop today. A new survey finds that 60% of Americans plan to shop on the clock today on Cyber Monday. 60%. Listen to this number. 70% surveyed said they don't feel guilty because, quote, everybody does it and I deserve it.
I had a former coworker that would shop all the time, even on the anchor desk.
Oh, this is really good
even
tea.
In breaking news.
We can't give his or her name.
Her.
But people out there would know exactly who this is.
Yeah, shopping for an Audi.
And shoes.
Lots of shoes.
If you see the person standing at the little podium on Channel 4 that has really good shoes, you'll know who we're talking about.
No.
On average, people who shop at the workplace will spend $214 on Cyber Monday shopping at work. $214 shopping just at work. That seems like a big thing. On average, full-time employees in America spend 2.4 hours online shopping during work every week. That works out to 16 work days spent shopping during the course of the year if you add it out.
Gosh.
That's a lot. Listen to this number. 31% admit to shopping online during work meetings.
Oh.
That's not great.
Party foul. Not good.
Yeah.
I couldn't even imagine doing it here with all the things we need to do and the buttons we need to press.
Oh, my God. We're like controlling a spaceship here.
It's true.
It'd be like flying a 747 and trying to buy something from Amazon.
Exactly.
Do you think pilots shop on the job?
Oh, I hope not.
I hope not, too.
Wow.
I bet some of them do.
Surgeons?
You know they do. Hey, take the controls for a second. It's Cyber Monday, and this is a flash sale with only 7 seconds. I know we're landing. It's just Des Moines. Take the controls. It is 3:19 at WTMJ. Traffic and weather gets to you at the bottom of the hour. Up next, more snow headed our direction. Meteorologist Craig Copleen helps us detail it out. We will do that coming up on WTMJ. Our podcast is sponsored by Dave Drake Heating. Your comfort is their family's tradition. Visit davedrakecamp.com.
With an ever-changing inventory, you never know what great bargains you're going to be able to find at St. Vincent de Paul thrift stores. It makes shopping fun because the best finds are the ones you had no idea you'd even come across. And when they're at thrift store prices, it feels good. And it feels even better to know you're helping us help others. Shop St. Vincent de Paul thrift stores on Highway 100 in Layton and Greenfield, 23rd in Lincoln, and 76th and Bradley Road in Milwaukee.
You're gonna love it. St. Vincent de Paul.
There's a lot of noise coming out of Washington these days, but one thing retirees in Wisconsin can't afford to ignore is the new Big Beautiful Bill. Sounds harmless, right? But here's the truth. The changes buried in this bill could have a serious impact on your retirement. At Drake & Associates, we've dug into the details, and we want to make sure you know what's really at stake. The Big Beautiful Bill includes sweeping updates to tax brackets, Social Security thresholds, Medicare premiums, and retirement account rules. And for many retirees, it could mean higher taxes on your savings, more limits on deductions, and unexpected changes to your income plan. Maybe you're already retired, or maybe you're just a few years away. Either way, what you don't know could cost you thousands. That's why we're offering Wisconsin residents a free educational guide to help you understand how the new bill may impact retirees and questions to discuss with your trusted financial advisor. Just text the word tax to 414-897-9522. That's tax, T-A-X, to 414-897-9522. You'll get immediate access to expert insights from the team at Drake & Associates, retirement planners who have been serving Wisconsin for over 20 years. We focus on tax-efficient retirement planning, helping you keep more of your money, avoiding surprises, and staying ahead of the curve no matter what Congress throws your way. So before the Big Beautiful Bill takes a bite out of your hard-earned savings, let's make sure your plan is designed to help prepare for uncertainty. Text TAX to 414-897-9522. That's TAX to 414-897-9522. Drake & Associates, helping build retirement confidence right here in Wisconsin.
Drake & Associates LLC is an independent investment advisory firm that offers a variety of different investment vehicles. This commercial is provided for informational purposes only and should not be construed as individual investment advice. Drake & Associates LLC does not provide legal or tax advice. Past performance is not indicative of future performance.
WTMJ's Julia Fello here for Appliance Gallery in Milwaukee. Christmas is coming, New Year's, and the Super Bowl, all right around the corner as well. Host with confidence by stopping into the most up-to-date showroom in our state at Appliance Gallery on Wisconsin Avenue. They have all the luxury brands like Sub-Zero, Wolf, Cove, and more. Their in-house installation crew can work directly with your designer or contractor to make panel-ready built-ins or freestanding appliances. Panel-ready is a beautiful way to get your refrigerator to integrate with your cabinets or your dishwasher. Head to Appliance Gallery's beautiful showroom on Wisconsin Avenue or head to appliancegallery.com.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place...
All right. Sounds like more snow's coming our direction. Meteorologist Craig Copleen is with us. Hello, Craig. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving.
I sure did. I hope most of you did too. And Julia, how much would you give for a video of seeing angry John Mercure in the airport parking lot?
Oh, $1,000.
So my
At
wife,
least.
my wife
At
was
most.
like, "Let's not end the vacation this way with you angry about the I was like, "How about you get in the car?" Okay, enough of that. It was not my best moment.
Oh, I
that is
flipped out too.
fantastic. Oh,
Craig,
my
how much
gosh.
are we talking this evening? How much snow?
Not much at all. An inch or less. Some places maybe south of Milwaukee, like say Elkhorn, Lake Geneva, Kenosha, may get a little bit more than an inch, maybe up to 2 in just those areas pretty close to the Wisconsin-Illinois border. Everybody else, an inch or less.
Is it going to take a long time, Craig, for all of this to come down, so it's going to be slow and steady?
Well, it's not going to snow that long. No, in fact, the snow could start any minute now. I'm seeing it starting to show up on the radar, and I'm looking at it from now until maybe 10, 11 o'clock, something like that. It's going to be a very slow snow. It's not going to be the great big flakes. It's not going to fall at a tremendously heavy rate. Just going to be a real kind of slow, easy evening snow, which will be, of course, falling at the exact wrong time during the rush hour. But it's not going to be a major impact in either snowfall rate or snowfall accumulation.
Craig, who got the most snow on Saturday? What were some of the places with the highest totals?
Yeah, the highest totals I saw was from right out at the National Weather Service office in Sullivan, which is right along the Waukesha-Jefferson County line. 13 inches there. Was it 13.7? It was 13.6 something there. New Berlin I saw 12.7 inches at New Berlin. Racine, 12 inches. Cedarburg, 11.5. West Bend, 11.5. West Allis, 11.5. Oak Creek, 11.5. Greendale, 11. So a lot of places made it into double digits. Those that didn't got pretty close. In general, 8 to 12 inches all across southeast Wisconsin, which is a little bit unusual. You know, sometimes you get kind of a narrower, heavier band of snow where more falls in someplace else. For this Saturday, this weekend snowstorm, everybody was in the 8 to 12 inch range.
Well, at least it's not like that tonight. I have to drive out to Delafield, Craig, after work. So that's good news that it's just going to be just a little bit, and it's going to take a long time.
It's not going to be great. I mean, it's not going to be great in terms of the timing, but I'm happy to tell you that it's not going to be, it's not going to be nasty.
Looks like a lot of cold coming up, especially near the end of the week. Is there a reprieve at all when you kind of look out 10 days, or are we in it?
We're in it now. We're in it for a while. You know, you get 10 inches, double-digit inches of snow on the ground, and now you're refrigerated in for a while. You don't warm up as much during the day when the sun comes out. You don't get warming from the ground from below as you do at night. So colder days and colder nights. We're going to do no better than highs mostly in the 20s now for at least a week, probably 2 weeks, maybe beyond, because of course, each week that we, as we move forward here, we're going deeper and deeper into the cold season. We do have a day that we can point to that looks like it's going to be the coldest this week, and that's Thursday. Thursday, we may struggle to get to 10 degrees for the high temperature. Yeah. And the night before, so Wednesday night, most places, at least outside the city, are going to drop below zero. Same thing Thursday night. Most places, at least outside the city, will be below zero. And in between that day on Thursday, we're going to struggle just to get to 10 or 11.
Meteorologist Craig Copleen. Great updates, Craig. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
It is 3:27 at WTMJ. The WTMJ Annex Wealth Management Market Update. Everything in the red. December off to a bumpy start. The Dow was off 427 today. The NASDAQ was off 89. The S&P 500 was off 37 points. It's financial planning at every level. Fee-only fiduciary all the time. Know the difference with Annex.
When it comes to your money, confidence starts with clarity, and clarity starts with knowledge. That's where Annex Wealth Management comes in. Annex hosts engaging educational events all year long, covering retirement planning, strategies, estate portfolios, long-term care, and more. Whether you're just starting or preparing to retire, these events are designed to help you make smart, informed decisions.
I'm Dave Spano, CEO of Annex Wealth Management. We believe education is the foundation of a strong financial plan. That's why we offer a wide range of complimentary workshops and webinars that are open to the public and that are built to inform and not sell. It's part of our commitment as a fee-only fiduciary, always acting in your best interest.
From investment management to tax planning and estate strategies, Annex Wealth helps you take control of your financial future. And with events happening regularly, online and in person, there's always something new to discover. Explore what's coming up or watch past events on demand at annexwealth.com. Annex Wealth Management. Know the difference.
You don't need a massive walk-in to have a beautiful, organized closet.
Tired of wasted space? Or that pile of shoes that's always hiding behind your closet door?
Abracadabra!
Inspired Closets is the expert at doubling or even tripling your storage space instantly.
It's like magic, but better, because it's custom designed for you.
We make it easy and affordable and transform your space regardless of its size or scope.
Get started today at InspiredClosetsMilwaukee.com.
Inspired Closets.
A wife and husband team.
This season, the Bucks are going for it all.
A game winner for the Greek Freak.
Go inside the team's pursuit of a championship on Locked In, the new season of the Behind the Bucks podcast, narrated by Bucks legend Marcus Johnson. Hear from the team stars on why they think they can make history. It's all on Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on Bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the new ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
Traffic is sponsored by Design Exchange in Heartland and Pewaukee. Design Exchange is where discerning buyers with discriminating tastes come to find premium home decor on consignment at 25 to 40% off retail prices in Heartland and Pewaukee.
Wisconsin's afternoon news on Wisconsin's radio station, News Radio WTMJ.
It's 3:30. I'm John Mercure. Your top story: searching for answers in a California mass shooting.
I'm Julia Fello, advocating for immigrant protections in Milwaukee.
I'm Debbie Lazaga. Southbound on 41, still going to be heavy from Good Hope Road all the way down to Capitol Drive. Northbound from Mayfair Road up to Hampton. We've got delays eastbound 94 as well, coming in from about 84th Street to Hawley. On the westbound side, slowing from 27th Street all the way to Hawley Road as well. And then southbound 43, watch for backups from about Keith all the way down through the Marquette and over the high-rise bridge. You're back on the brakes from about Beecher all the way down to just about past Chase. I'm Debbie Lazaga with your WTMJ Time Saver Traffic.
Snow showers come to an end later tonight at about 11 o'clock. We'll get about 2 inches south of 94, about an inch north of 94. Your low is going to be 15 degrees. Tomorrow, sunny, a high of 25.
From the WTMJ Breaking News Center, residents in the Northern California city of Stockton are waiting on answers about how a mass shooting unfolded on Saturday night at a child's birthday party.
Police in Stockton say they're still trying to figure out what led up to the shooting at a child's birthday party being held at an event space. Those killed were 8, 9, 14, and 21 years old. 11 others were hurt. Nobody has been arrested, but police say it appears to have been a targeted shooting and the victims were not random. On Sunday, community members gathered in Stockton for a prayer vigil. Alex Stone, EBC News.
New details about the September 2nd follow-up strike on an alleged drug boat in the waters off Venezuela.
Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt confirmed the second strike and said it was the head of U.S. Special Operations Command who ordered it.
Secretary Hegseth authorized Admiral Bradley to conduct these kinetic strikes.
And while she defended the decision to target the survivors,
the strike conducted on September 2nd was conducted in self-defense to protect Americans in vital United States interests.
She dismissed claims that Hegseth ordered that, quote, everyone be killed.
I would reject that the Secretary of War ever said that.
Stacey Lynn, CBS News, the White House.
She's been sentenced to 90 more days in jail for attacking prison employees. 28-year-old Taylor Shanabinis pled no contact to a reduced charge of disorderly conduct in October after assaulting a prison nurse and a sergeant at Techita Correctional Institution. She did apologize for her actions.
I didn't mean to go off on that like that at all, and I'm sorry for that, how it came off like that. It didn't mean to happen that way, and it shouldn't have.
Shabusiness is serving a life sentence without parole for the murder, sexual assault, and dismemberment of Shad Therian in 2022.
One person hurt after a drive-by shooting this morning on the northwest side of Milwaukee.
I'm taking multiple calls. May have been a vehicle that drove by and fired multiple shots.
That audio, courtesy of Broadcastify, happened about 7:30 near Capitol and 100th Street, just south of Timmerman Airport. Authorities say multiple people started shooting at each other after an argument took place. A 35-year-old victim was rushed to the hospital and is expected to survive.
Milwaukee County supervisors are urging state lawmakers to pass legislation that would protect immigrants across Wisconsin. Their proposed bills provide safeguards for immigrants amid federal enforcement operations across the country. Supervisor Juan Miguel Martinez.
As elected officials, it's our job to make sure that we are standing up for our residents and we are sticking by them, and that we write something like this in order to be able to stand up for immigrants in our community and make them feel protected and safe.
Wisconsin Democrats introduced the Keep Families Together bill package over the summer, but it still needs approval in Madison.
After record-breaking sales on Black Friday, another big day for online shopping. Annex Wealth Management CEO Dave Spano tells WTMJ's Point Taken.
I mean, I think everyone likes a deal, right? Yeah. And so if you can go, whatever it is, get golf shoes for 50% off, I mean, that is happening. And so people did spend a lot over the last 3 days. But as we get demographic numbers in this K-shaped economy, all of this is going to come into perspective.
Adobe is expecting Cyber Monday sales to be around $14 billion today.
Time for a WTMJ Sports Update from the Gruber Law Office's One Call, That's All Sports Desk. With wins by the Packers and Bears over the holiday weekend, it sets up a big game between the two rivals Sunday at Lambeau Field. After a dominant performance against the Lions, head coach Matt LaFleur says the team is still striving to improve.
You're either getting better or you're getting worse. You're never staying the same. So, but we got to keep building on this, and we can't think that we've arrived by any stretch, because as soon as you do that, you get beat. Just keep fighting and clawing and trying to get a little bit better.
Sunday's game is a 3:25 kick in Green Bay. The Milwaukee Bucks hit the floor tonight on the road to face the Washington Wizards. Our coverage starts at 5:30 right here on WTMJ.
Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 3:36.
3 pillars, so special. Well, let's hear from my friends, Bill and Patty, a couple living quite happily on their campus.
It's a large campus. There's bicycle trails. There's ponds that they can go fishing in.
It's a big family-oriented organization. We go down and have meals together. We sit and chat. The meals are excellent. 3 Pillars, it's just a fantastic place to live.
Schedule a tour today at 3pillars.org.
Are you tired of being tired? Go to adventknows.com.
Wisconsin's afternoon news on WTMJ.
Yes, Christmas is right around the corner, and why not take your family to the most dazzling nutcracker you've ever seen? How about the flamenco nutcracker? It's a song, music, and dance style which has become one of the icons of Spanish music and culture, and you can text WATCH if you'd like to see some of the dazzling outfits. We have permission to use it. Thanks to Carenza DeMars. She's the artistic director and joins us live in studio to talk about their December 6th performance. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. So tell me about the Sugar Plum Fairy. What does she look like?
The Sugar Plum Fairy has a custom-made dress from Spain that is called a bata de cola. It's the iconic, super long train dress with tons of ruffles, and it was created just for this piece by an artist in Spain.
What color is it?
It's purple and white.
Oh, is that fun?
Ooh, that sounds cool. And you have artists performing from around the world, right?
We do. You know, I think one of the most interesting things about flamenco is it's always done with live music. So we have musicians and dancers coming from Spain. We have Latin Grammy award-winning musicians, an incredible guitarist named Andres Vadin, who's a Cuban native. And they're all coming to Milwaukee from these deliciously warm places to experience some snow and Christmas cheer.
Exactly. The runtime's really good too, right?
It is. It's family friendly. It's 75 minutes, so it's great for little ones. Most people say my kids didn't even blink, so it goes by fast.
December 6th, there's 2 shows. We'll give you more information on that as we head through, but 2 shows on Saturday. You should come out to this. So when we were in southern Spain and we were in Granada and Sevilla and those places, we saw flamenco a couple times. It's incredible. It's beautiful. How is it incorporated into the Nutcracker? How does this take part? What does it look like?
Well, it's more like we incorporated the Nutcracker into the flamenco.
Ooh.
So it's all flamenco. It's passionate. There's a lot of footwork, Spanish guitar, flamenco singing. There's even flamenco Christmas carols as part of the show. But you'll hear a couple of the Tchaikovsky riffs, but it's really a flamenco show, so it's quite dynamic.
How fun.
So when I go in, what am I going to see? A lot of color?
The costumes are very colorful, yes, and we have some different interpretations of the characters. So our Mouse King is actually a Raven Queen, and she does a footwork battle with the Nutcracker Prince, who's a Matador Prince. And all the costumes are really very unique.
A Matador! Oh, I love that.
Love that too. That's super cool. Studio K's partnering with a Milwaukee elementary school for free performances. How important is it to give back? How important is it that our young people get to experience this?
It's really important. You know, I think that whenever we can reach out to the community in any way, it's really a blessing. And this year, we're actually we're taking one of our master artists, Diego Alvarez, who's a Latin Grammy award-winning percussionist, and he's going to be visiting a Milwaukee Public School of 7th and 8th graders to give a master class in percussion.
Oh, I'm so excited about that. And, you know, not a lot of people realize the highest population of Latinos in the state of Wisconsin is right here in Milwaukee. How much do you think this means to our community?
Well, it's the only Nutcracker in Espanol. So it is kind of neat to see some of the Hispanic holiday traditions come to life. And although many of them are from Spain, some of them are shared throughout the Hispanic diaspora. And we have in our production artists from many different backgrounds. Like I mentioned, Venezuela, Cuba, and Mexico as well. So I think we're trying to bring more elements than just the Spanish holiday tradition.
And with what's going on with the political temperature and what's been going on with immigration issues, especially in the populations that are probably going to be seeing this and portrayed, how important do you think it is, especially for this year, this holiday, to have this here in Milwaukee.
This is truly a celebration of culture, and it's a celebration of all kinds of immigration, because flamenco is an art that has a lot of Latin American influences, and it's almost built on immigration, right? So in that way, we're really celebrating a unique perspective on the holidays and trying to bring more voice to our Hispanic residents here in Milwaukee.
Celebrating art and beauty.
I love it, the combination. Studio K Flamenco presents the Flamenco Nutcracker. It's 3 o'clock and 7 o'clock on Saturday. Super family friendly. Tickets are still available. The easiest way is to go to flamenconutcracker.com. Is that the easiest way to get tickets?
That's the easiest way. You can also visit the venue website. We'll be at the South Milwaukee PAC, and you can visit their website as well.
That's a beautiful facility. Have you ever been there?
No, I
It's
haven't.
really, really state
really
of the
nice.
art.
Yeah, and easy parking. That's also free.
Yeah.
I
Can't beat
appreciate
it.
that your artists are going out into the community, especially. I mean, because they're coming from so far.
Yeah.
They don't have to do that.
No.
Will you dance in the piece?
I will, actually. Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
Ooh, what are you doing?
I'm doing a few different, it's a surprise, but I'm doing the romantic duet. And I'm also doing a couple of character pieces, we'll say. There's some surprise characters this year.
Oh, that's fun. So 3 p.m. and 7 p.m., Saturday, December 6th. I think that this is perfect. This is for all ages. The runtime is fantastic. Sugar Plum Fairy is going to be in this beautiful Spanish dress, purple dress with a long tail and trail.
It sounds really cool. Carenza DeMars, artistic director, Studio K Flamenco. This is so great. Thanks for being here with us.
Thanks so much for having me.
Check out flamenconutcracker.com. It is 3:42 at WTMJ. Traffic and weather up next.
There's a problem if your lawyer is famous for one phone call and a quick settlement. It weakens your position in a negotiation. Another problem is due diligence. That's what trial lawyers conduct when preparing a case. Things like lost wages, lifetime medical costs, and other variables that can't be considered in a quick settlement. In fact, one call and a quick settlement is exactly what the other side wants. Instead, call Habish, Habish & Rotier. National reputation, hometown service. Visit habish.com to find out more.
Here's a perfect holiday gift for everyone on your list from the historic Fox and Hound Supper Club. How about this? Everyone loves a free world-class dinner. When you buy one dinner, your second dinner is free every night. Buy a $100 gift card right now. Receive an additional $20 gift card. Free. Buy $250, get $50 free. Buy $500, get $125 in free gift cards. This is a great deal. Fox and Hound's gift cards are wonderful holiday gifts for family, friends, loyal employees, and key clients. They're also really good stocking stuffers. Your company will save hundreds of dollars. You give great gifts. Order online. It's that easy at foxandhoundsrestaurant.com. Your cards will arrive shortly. foxandhoundsrestaurant.com. And you got to see the Fox and Hounds holiday lights and decorations. They are magical. The Fox and Hounds, just off Highway 167, 2 miles east of Holy Hill. Enjoy a cocktail and free dinner tonight, and order your free holiday gift cards online at foxandhoundsrestaurant.com, and your holiday shopping is done. It's that easy. It's the famous Fox and Hounds.
Milwaukee Weight Loss is having a huge Black Friday sale with $300 off now through December 5th. Get the lowest prices of the year on the result-getting Milwaukee Weight Loss program. We know the secret to losing up to 1 pound of fat every day with no exercising, no prepackaged meals, no counting points or calories, no drugs, no surgery, and no injections with a risk of serious side effects. You can start losing those unwanted pounds either before, during, or after the holidays. No more losing weight and gaining it back. You can keep the weight off for good with this program. Visit MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com now to schedule your free consultation.
Hey, WTMJ, Steve Scafidi here. Take advantage, like I did, of the lowest price of the year with $300 off Milwaukee Weight Loss. I lost 45 pounds this year, and here's the cool thing. I kept the weight off. Many patients just like you and me lost 20 to 30 pounds in about a month or two. Call for your free consultation. 262-449-1180. That's 262-449-1180 or MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com. That's MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com.
The season of giving continues. Join WTMJ Steve Scafidi and our WTMJ Street Team on Wednesday, December 3rd from 10 a.m. to noon at Century Foods in Delafield. We'll be participating in Capco's Kids to Kids toy drive. What you need to do, bring a new unwrapped gift to donate, and hey, we'll also be accepting monetary donations there as well. So stop by and say hi to Point Taken host Steve Scafidi and the WTMJ Street Team at the Century Foods in Delafield on Wednesday, December 3rd. It's the Capco's Kids to Kids toy drive here on WTMJ.
Traffic is sponsored by Rejuvenix Arthritis Pain Clinics. Go to rejuvenix.com for an appointment.
Go to rejuvenix.com to request your appointment.
Traffic and then weather. Debbie Lassica, how are the roads?
Well, we're definitely seeing some delays out there, and things are starting to slow down a little bit more and more. Southbound on 41 from Good Hope Road, pretty solid all the way down to Capitol Drive. The northbound side's backed up from Mayfair Road all the way up to Silver Spring. Eastbound 94, still holding steady between 84th Street and Hawley Road's the main stuff. The westbound side is backing up from about 20th Street all the way to Hawley Road. Eastbound 894 is backed up out of the Hale interchange all the way to Loomis. Westbound from the Mitchell all the way to about 68th Street. Southbound on 41, we've also got, or 43, we've got some delays from about Keith down through the Marquette and over the high-rise bridge. You're back on the brakes from Beecher down to about Oklahoma Avenue. I'm Debbie Lazigo with your WTMJ Time Saver Traffic.
By 11 o'clock tonight, we'll have about an inch of snow. That is north of 94. It'll come to an end later tonight. Communities south of 94, up to 2 inches of snow. Tomorrow, sunny, a high of 25. Wednesday, a chance of more snow, a high of 33. Thursday, sunny and cold, a high of 15. Friday, partly sunny, a high of 24. Right now in Milwaukee, there's light snow, and it's 27 degrees.
Oh, Cyber Monday is going big time. 60% of people admitting that they will be shopping while they're working. Julie and I are not amongst them because this radio show would crash if we tried to juggle like that.
Too much.
But a lot of people out there are doing it, and a lot of people are putting themselves in a position where they could be scammed. Cyber Monday scams are really a thing. How to stay safe and shop online. We're joined by Damian Fortune. Is it Fortune or Fortune, Damian?
Fortune, like the wheel.
Damian Fortune is a cybersecurity expert and the CEO of Centrix, a global leader in secure communication solutions. He's going to talk us through this. Good afternoon. Thanks for being with us, Damian. How big a deal is this on big online days like Cyber Monday?
Yeah, I mean, hey guys, thanks for having me. It's certainly a bigger deal today. Everyone is getting reminded on every device they have for every vendor email they've ever signed up for. So they're just being bombarded with text messages and emails and all of those sorts of things. And that just presents more and more opportunities for the bad guys to sneak in a link or a QR code or a coupon that leads you to a place where you end up getting your information stolen.
That's what kind of disappoints me, John. I don't know about you, but the QR codes, it's becoming more and more common.
Yeah.
And you feel like your guard's down. Okay, I'll just scan that. And then it can take you right to a really bad site, right, Damian?
Yeah, that's exactly right. The bad guys kind of prey on the fact that when you're scanning a QR code, the code takes care of everything for you, right? You're not typing in a website address. You're not clicking on it from Google. You're really just kind of at the mercy of wherever that link takes you. And it's just that little bit of distraction that's really all that's needed generally.
So the QR code that Julia mentioned can lead to phishing sites and phishing scams. Can you explain to people what phishing is?
Yep, exactly. So phishing, in short, is just impersonation, whether that's pretending to be a person or pretending to be a business. And the idea is to get you to give them information that you otherwise wouldn't, assuming that they were a legitimate business or a person. Those sorts of attacks are so much more sophisticated now because of AI than they were even a few years ago, right? The email that was poorly worded from a Nigerian prince trying to split his inheritance with you is kind of a thing of the past, right? Now with ChatGPT and Google Gemini, you can actually put together really convincing materials that look a lot like a sales email or a text message from the USPS and things like that. And unfortunately, that just makes the traps a lot more appetizing for a lot of folks out there.
And what's really interesting is that a lot of shoppers, they see the time to buy is now and stressed to buy it quickly. And that's when your guard can also come down, right?
Yeah, that's exactly right. Everyone's kind of had the cyber training or has listened to lists of tips like this before. And but all it takes is, some distraction that's going on, like you said, rushing to get the holiday shopping done, or maybe the family's around for the holidays. And it's those little slips that add up.
Cybersecurity expert Damian Fortune is with us. I think a lot of people, Damian, look for places where they can use unsecured free Wi-Fi, malls, cafes. The key part of that being that they're often unsecured. What sort of danger does that pose for people who are using those unsecured networks?
Yeah, I mean, those are actually some of the more scary places. Unfortunately, those insecure networks, a lot of that traffic is just in the open air or designed to be intercepted. So whatever you're sending over sites there can be picked up. And, a lot of it, the e-commerce can sometimes be secured if the site's doing things the right way, but at the same time, sometimes it's not, and you end up either giving away personal details or, at worst, even your credit card number over the air.
There's something with ethics that people have to sign when they learn all of this type of things, like the back channels. And at UW-Madison, I followed a professor who went on one of the websites, where you can have the free Wi-Fi, and went up to a bunch of students and was like, I can see your Facebook. I can see your credit card information. I can see everything you're clicking on right now. So, Damien, how easy is it to, steal someone's information if you go onto some type of Wi-Fi that isn't secure?
It's painfully easy these days. There are services out there where you can actually kind of rent a hacker or rent a hacking tool that costs, $15 a month, and you can do exactly that. It's a pretty scary world we live in these days.
Oh, that's awful.
It is. Damien, malware can be part of this, being used to steal financial information. What is malware and how does it work?
Yeah, so malware is malicious software that gets installed on your machine, normally by clicking a link that you're not supposed to, and a website will kind of install it in the background. Those tools are designed to do everything from scraping every keystroke that you make on your keyboard to randomly taking screenshots of your screen, hoping to kind of pick up information that might be displayed at a particular point. The tough part is that once the links are clicked to install that stuff, it's actually really hard to root out sometimes. A lot of places have firewalls and things like this, but it doesn't really matter how many locks you have on your front door if you open the window. And a lot of these phishing emails are designed to put in links that do exactly that.
So I feel like I'm in timeout permanently here at work. I'm always getting the extra training. I'm always the guy that Julia and I checked I think it was Wednesday, and I had 390 focused emails that I got. So I go through too fast. And sure enough, one looks interesting. I don't know. My boss said he wanted to give me a $50,000 raise and click this link. And the next thing you know, I'm in additional training. Those links that can lead to suspicious activity, how does that end up leading to my financial stuff being compromised?
Yeah, so a lot of times it's a combination of all the stuff we've talked about already. So you get that email that looks really convincing, you click the link, you hit a website that then installs something in, let's say it's Google Chrome that you're using, that basically from now on is looking for a 16-digit number anytime you type one. And that 16-digit number would be your credit card. And as soon as it finds one, it beams it off to whoever the bad guys were that installed that software on your computer. And then they're able to either use that number or sell it on to someone else.
There's another thing that is so easy, but a lot of people don't realize. They can go onto a website, like Ann Taylor or something like that, some Ulta or Kohl's even, and they just are one letter off, and it can take you to an unsecure website. How do you know if you are on a secure website?
Yeah, so look for the little lock next to the URL in the URL bar. That's the biggest tip we can give folks. Other than that, it's really just taking the extra second to look at it. The other thing we try to tell folks on vendor websites is to stay away from storing your credit card information. It's just one of those things where even if it's not your mistake, sometimes the vendors themselves get breached and those numbers end up getting compromised. So either don't store your credit card or use a payment processor like a PayPal or something like that to put that additional layer between you and the bad guys.
AI, an incredible tool. We're using it here on a regular basis at work. It can make us more efficient. It can make things quicker and easier. AI scammers, though, are out there as well. What role can AI play in scamming people?
Tons of roles. Unfortunately, the simple ways are, generating these really convincing emails or text messages. The AI actually now can go through and basically guess every phone number and guess every email address to make sure that those spam or phishing emails are getting out to everyone on the internet, basically. But the other thing is the more sophisticated scams are now are changing people's voices, for example. So what used to be call centers or scammers in other parts of the world, like India, you can actually run AI over the voice connection and remove the accent. So they sound like, some American person from some store that's trying to help you. Or in the worst cases now, some of these programs are scraping your social media and getting video clips of you and assembling what is essentially a likeness of your voice so that they can then turn around and call your social connections and ask for money and things like that.
He is Damian. We appreciate you being with us, Damian Fortune. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much. Take care.
It is 3:55 at WTMJ.
I wanted to tell you about a huge anniversary today, John. Rosa Parks, 70 years ago today, a black seamstress refused to give up her seat to a white man in Montgomery, Alabama bus as required by local law. Her arrest sparked a year-long bus boycott by the city's community. Eventually, the law was overturned, and her protest was a cornerstone in the civil rights movement. She reflected on that day back in an interview when she was still alive. This is back in 1986.
It was not because I had any trouble with my feet, but I felt that my rights were being violated as a human being and that I was not pleased with the way we were treated as a people.
The protest went on for 13 months, led by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
70 years ago. Wow. It is 3:56 at WTMJ. News up next.
These are your business headlines from the Milwaukee Business Journal.
Penzeys Spices has opened a new location in the Albany, New York area. The Wauwatosa-based retailer, which has dozens of stores across the country, opened there on November 21st. A Wisconsin provider of management technology for the funeral home industry has expanded its services to include funeral financing. Waunakee-based Tribute Technology will assist funeral homes in referring its customers who can't afford rising funeral costs to a specialized loan provider. And a Milwaukee-based commercial real estate firm known for revitalizing former manufacturing facilities just bought 65 acres in Ohio. An affiliate of Phoenix Investors paid $2.5 million for the property. I'm Addison Lathers from MilwaukeeBusinessJournal.com on 620 WTMJ.
WTMJ, W277CV, and WKTI HD2 Milwaukee from the Annex Wealth Management Studios. This is News Radio WTMJ, a Good Karma brand station.
So you've decided to get a new mattress, but what about new pillows? I mean, your pillows have been through a lot. Constant flipping, greasy hair, and so much drool. And let's face it, your old pillow has more lumps than Aunt Judy's holiday gravy. This Black Friday, Hassless Mattress has your back, along with your head and neck, too. Through December 2nd, purchase a new Sealy Posturepedic or Beautyrest mattress, and Hassless will give you a free adjustable base and a pair of super supportive and incredibly comfortable pillows. Plus, since Hassless showrooms are employee-free, our prices on Beautyrest and Sealy Posturepedic are way less. Others sell a Queen Emeryville A for $1,374, but Hassless has it for only $1,086. And for Black Friday, now through December 2nd, we're throwing in a free adjustable base and 2 free pillows. Free next day delivery, too. Who knows? You may be one good pillow away from becoming a morning person. Find an employee-free showroom near you at Hassless.com.
WTMJ's Julia Fello here for Rasmussen Diamonds, a family-owned Racine staple since 1900. Text WATCH right now to 855-616-1620. WATCH right now to 855-616-1620. You can check out my new diamond studs I get to wear for the next week. What I love about getting these studs from Rasmussen Diamonds is the lifetime upgrade. So 100% of what you pay goes towards your next pair. You just pay the difference. So they're a perfect gift for your girlfriend, your wife, or even your daughter. Many families upgrade as their kids hit milestones. And I'm wearing the studs from the Her collection, the Timeless Standard. And now through Christmas Eve, 10% of all the Her collection sales support after breast cancer diagnosis, a nonprofit. So you can give a gift that gives back. Visit Rasmussen Diamonds on Washington Avenue in Racine or RasmussenDiamonds.com.
This holiday season, the Salvation Army needs your help. Bell ringers are working hard, and our service depends on generous donations like yours. Every dollar donated helps us provide meals, shelter, and emergency support to families in crisis, not just at Christmas, but all year long. From immediate need to long-term care, your donation can create lasting change in our communities. Join us in making a difference. Volunteer as a bell ringer or donate today. Visit salvationarmywi.org to learn how you can help.
Healthy joints, healthy lifestyle. Vince Vetrano for Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. Arthritis, injuries, wear and tear, common joint issues that keep you from doing what you love. At OAW, a visit to the doctor doesn't always mean surgery. Everyone is different. Surgeons, nurses, physical therapists work together to come up with a plan for you. Maybe it's PT, medication, injection, and if you do need surgery, like I did, you know you're in the best of hands. Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin, there is a difference. Book an appointment online at orthowisconsin.com.
Beautiful and safe. Decks built to last by Outdoor Living Unlimited, Wisconsin's #1 TimberTech deck installation team. For amazing ideas, go to our Outdoor Living Unlimited Instagram page. For a free estimate, go to OutdoorLivingUnlimited.com.
Check off the wish list with instant savings and free battery offers on select STIHL tools. Shop online or in-store at STIHLUSA.com. That's STIHLUSA.com.
This report sponsored by Exterior Pros and Baths. Trust the pros and kick off your home transformation. Want to save big on your next home improvement project? Visit extpros.com today for expert services at unbeatable prices.
Trusted, relevant, locally owned, locally programmed. We are Wisconsin's radio station. News Radio 620, WTMJ Milwaukee.
I'm John Mercure. Your top story, a homicide suspect is back in Milwaukee.
I'm Julia Fello. A snow emergency continues.
I'm Debbie Loziga. Southbound on 41, still heavy from Appleton Avenue down to Capitol Drive. More delays, though, on the bypass on southbound from about Cleveland all the way down through the Hale, swinging eastbound all the way past Forest Home. On eastbound 94, we've got backups from just before 84th Street to Hawley Road. Westbound slowing down from about 20th Street all the way to Hawley as well. Northbound 43, we've got backups coming out of the Marquette all the way up to about Locust. Southbound slowing from Capitol Drive down through the Marquette to the KK River crossing. I'm Debbie Loziga with your WTMJ Time Saver Traffic.
Tonight, a little bit of light snow more south of the interstate, a low of 15. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, a high of 25. From the WTMJ Breaking News Center, the homicide suspect in the death of a Milwaukee alderman's nephew has been extradited to Milwaukee.
Martell Hare was booked into the Milwaukee County Jail on Friday after being arrested in Oklahoma last month. He's accused of shooting and killing 16-year-old Marquise Champion, the nephew of Alderman Mark Chambers Jr., back in October. 2 other teens were also injured in the shooting. Hare faces multiple felonies, including first-degree reckless homicide and first-degree reckless injury. He has been wanted for 2 years on unrelated charges for child sexual assault. Nizer Spencer, WTMJ News.
The city of Milwaukee still under a snow emergency.
That means another night of parking restrictions. By 10 p.m. tonight, all vehicles must be parked on the odd-numbered side of the street so that crews can plow the even-numbered side. There is no parking allowed on either side of main streets from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. Garbage and recycling pickup is suspended today. That should resume on Tuesday, as well as final leaf pickup. Winter parking rules also begin today, which means alternate side parking is required at night until March. Jessica Gatso, WTMJ News.
United Way of Greater Milwaukee and Waukesha County is receiving a major boost to help families experiencing homelessness. The $5 million grant is from the Bezos Day One Families Fund, and it will be used for eviction prevention and keeping families housed. Director of Communications Dan Herda tells WTMJ.
They saw the work that we were doing with our Safe and Stable Homes initiative about ending family homelessness, and they reached out to us and asked us to apply for this. So it was a pretty rigorous process that we went through for applying for it, but they saw the great things that we were already doing in our community, and they wanted to give us the opportunity to apply for this.
United Way plans to use the funding to ensure no child in the community sleeps outside.
The son of a notorious Mexican drug kingpin pleads guilty in a U.S. drug trafficking case.
Prosecutors allege the sons of Joaquin El Chapo Guzman ran a faction of the Sinaloa cartel that exported staggering quantities of fentanyl to the United States. Joaquin Guzman Lopez is the second of El Chapo's sons to enter into a plea deal with prosecutors. His brother Ovidio was the first to accept it months ago. Joaquin Guzman Lopez has pleaded guilty to various drug trafficking, money laundering, and firearms charges tied to his leadership role in the cartel. Jennifer Kuiper, CBS News, Chicago.
The U.S. Department of Transportation will revoke the accreditation of nearly 3,000 truck driving schools in the U.S. unless the schools comply with government requirements within the next 30 days. CBS News reporter Christopher Cruz says another 4,000 schools have been placed on notice.
The schools in the crosshairs of the department represent almost 44% of truck driver training schools. The renewed effort to ensure that truck drivers are qualified and eligible to hold a commercial driver's license began after a truck driver who officials say was not authorized to be in the country made an illegal U-turn in Florida and caused a crash that killed 3 people. The DOT says it's trying to, quote, root out unqualified drivers and corrupt operators from the trucking industry. Christopher Cruz, CBS News, Washington.
America's oldest brewery is expanding to the Badger State.
After nearly 200 years in business, Yuengling will start selling its beer in Wisconsin and Iowa for the first time starting in 2026. Beginning in late January, Yuengling should start showing up in Wisconsin bars and restaurants, with packaged beer to then follow in retailers starting in early March. The beer maker was founded in Pottsville, Pennsylvania. The company has been expanding across parts of the Midwest. It started selling beer in Illinois earlier this year. Neil Doyle, WTMJ News.
Coming up, back on the road for the Bucks.
Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 4:06.
Leading a nonprofit takes just the right mix of skills, experience, and passion. It is not easy to find those people. But Spano Pratt can help. They specialize in executive recruiting within the nonprofit world. From candidate discovery to assessment and selection, all the way to onboarding and executive coaching. The team at Spano Pratt is full of experts who identify talent that align with your purpose and mission. Go to SpanoPratt.com to start your search.
In the Gospel of Matthew, John the Baptist sends his followers to ask Jesus, "Are you the one who is to come, or should we look for another?" Even a great prophet wrestled with doubt. This is Archbishop Jeffrey Grob. We all doubt. Yet God keeps inviting us to see his presence in his beautiful creation, in the love of our family and friends, and in the presence of Christ in the Eucharist. This Advent, bring your questions and join us at Mass.
4 years ago, I opened a doggy dream space unlike anything in Wisconsin. A place that offers it all: daycare, boarding, grooming, and a one-of-a-kind indoor-outdoor dog park and tavern. A hangout as fun for humans as it is for hounds. I'm Leah, proud owner of the Hounds and Tap in Menomonee Falls. Our love, passion, and commitment to dogs and the community are at the core of everything we do. From our incredible staff to top-tier services, we've built something truly special at the Hounds and Tap. Come see for yourself. Visit the Hounds and Tap in Menomonee Falls today.
Point taken with Scafidi and Bry.
We talk about information, but we are not the first-hand report of the information. And so do you feel that we are part of the problem?
We're trying to do something that says, here's the stories that people are talking about. Here's how they touch us in our lives. We're not part of the problem if we stay on course. But if we become like all the other degenerates, I use the word on purpose.
To rile up the base?
To rile up the base. Everyone's like nodding their heads in their cars. Like, what are you doing?
Weekdays from 10 to noon on WTMJ.
Time for a WTMJ Sports Update from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All Sports Desk. Packers head coach Matt LaFleur confirms the season is over for starting defensive lineman Devontae Wyatt due to an ankle injury.
Yeah, it's tough, but that is the nature of our game. Certainly he's a guy that is going to be pretty tough to replace, and I think it just falls on everybody else kind of raising the level of their game.
The Packers are favored by 5.5 points in Sunday's game against the Bears at Lambeau. The Bucks are on the road in the nation's capital for tonight's game against the Washington Wizards. Coverage begins at 5:30 on WTMJ. The Marquette women's volleyball team qualifies for the NCAA tournament and an opening round matchup against Western Kentucky Friday in Louisville. The Wisconsin Badgers women's team qualifies as a 3 seed. The Lady Badgers host Eastern Illinois Thursday night at the Fieldhouse in Madison. Badger Sports Updates are sponsored by Siding Unlimited, siding, and a whole lot more.
Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 4:09.
This report is brought to you by Siding Unlimited. It's siding and a whole lot more. Visit sidingunlimited.com.
When you look through your windows, you should see more than the world outside. You should see craftsmanship, comfort, and class. For over 31 years, Milwaukee homeowners have trusted Siding Unlimited to install beautiful, energy-efficient windows that redefine what quality feels like. Hi, I'm Eric Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited. Our professional installation of Fello windows and doors offers elegance with performance, keeping your home warm in the winter, cool in the summer, and stunning all year long. From design to installation, every detail is handled by local experts who care, because fine craftsmanship isn't just how it looks, it's how it lasts. for siding, roofing, windows, and doors, let Milwaukee's National Contractor of the Year, Siding Unlimited, give you a free estimate and start the process. Call 262-567-4513 or go to sidingunlimited.com. That's sidingunlimited.com.
Wisconsin's Afternoon News is on the air, broadcasting live from the Annex Wealth Management Studios at the Avenue in beautiful downtown Milwaukee. Here are your hosts, John Mercure and Julia Fello.
410 on WTMJ. I hope you're having a fantastic day. I want to tell you about something that was devastating for a mother. A fire took the lives of her 3 young children in the father of her child's Kenosha apartment. Their 10-year-old Riley, 9-year-old Connor, they're both pronounced dead at the scene, and 8-year-old Elena Cannon. This all happened on Thanksgiving Day. Now, Elena Cannon died the very next day after being flown to the hospital from that fire. Here's the children's mother speaking to Channel 12 over the weekend.
I couldn't process what I was hearing on the phone. They were just my whole world, and they were literally the brightest things that I've ever had in my life. They were 17 months apart, so they were so close with each other.
The cause is still under investigation, and officials say the father survived. He was treated for smoke inhalation. Kenosha firefighters say when they got to the scene, the entire apartment was completely engulfed in flames. And a friend of the children's mother started a GoFundMe. They've raised about $50,000 so far to support her through this loss and funeral, saying Connor, Riley, and Elena were such bright lights in this world. They were joyful, loving, full of personality, loved to sing to music. No parent should ever have to bury their children, let alone 3 at once. Here's the mother on Channel 12.
Instead of Christmas shopping, it's casket shopping.
Wow, that is tough.
That soundbite is probably one of the worst I've heard.
It pierces your heart.
Instead of Christmas shopping, oh my goodness.
That's really, really a terrible, tragic, awful story.
So we'll stay on top of that because the cause is still under investigation.
Yeah.
The father survived. So people are wondering what exactly happened, what sparked this fire.
What a terrible, terrible situation. Hey, coming up, we're done at 5:30 because of Bucks basketball, but we've got a lot to come your way before then. Rose Gray tomorrow is Travel Tuesday. It's kind of a new shopping thing. I'm excited about this, actually. Travel Tuesday deals. Rose is with us at 4:45. Telly Hughes, award-winning journalist, talks about the word of the year. We'll tell you what the word of the year is coming up in a little bit. And up next is Green and Gold Insiders with Packers legend Brian Bulaga. Our podcast is sponsored by Dave Drake Camp Heating. Your comfort is their family's tradition. Visit davedrakecamp.com.
AccuNet Mortgage is an equal housing lender. NMLS ID 255368.
Flimsy, feeble, flaccid. That's how you can describe most pre-approval letters these days because most banks still issue pre-approval letters without actually verifying your income, employment, or down payment. That's the exact opposite of an AccuNet rock-solid, fully verified and guaranteed pre-approval, where we put a $2,000 guarantee behind the fact the seller can actually rely on the terms of your pre-approval and offer. With AccuNet, there's also a possibility of issuing a property-specific pre-approval with as little as a 10% down payment that includes the magic words, no appraisal required. That's right, AccuNet may be able to issue your pre-approval without needing an appraisal. That's the kind of certainty that can help a seller say yes to your offer. Sure, you can try competing with a flimsy bank pre-approval, or you can click on the blue button at AccuNet.com and get started with the pre-approval listing agents and sellers recognized as the best in the business. That's ACCUNET.com.
From the biggest plays on the court to the comments made in the locker room after. An in-depth recap of every Bucks game.
In 6 minutes. No more?
No less. Bucks in 6 on the Bucks Plus audio network. If you missed any of the game or just want to relive the biggest moments, Bucks in 6 provides game recaps every morning after. Hear the high-flying dunks from Giannis or the deep threes from Miles Turner. And catch the comments post-game about what happened on the court. Bucks in 6 on the Bucks Plus audio network. Find it now on Bucks.com/plus or on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Homer here for Window Nation's end of the year sale. It's cold here in Milwaukee, and if you've been thinking about new windows, it's good you waited because during Window Nation's end of the year sale, get 50% off, plus you could get 0% interest for 5 years. On windows that stop the cold wintry drafts, seal out moisture, and so energy efficient, you'll save money on your utility bills. Installed in 1 day. Lifetime warranty and an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. Sale ends soon. Don't miss out on big savings. WindowNation.com to get started.
Traffic and weather begins with Debbie Lazaga. How's that ride rolling, Deb?
Well, starting to slow down a little bit. Eastbound 94 heading through Waukesha County from about Brookfield Road past Calhoun. You're back on the brakes from just east of 92nd Street all the way to Hawley Road. On the westbound side, slowing down from 17th all the way to Hawley. And then southbound 43, a hefty ride there from Capitol Drive all the way down through the Marquette. And that stretches all the way down past Chase Avenue almost to the KK River crossing. I'm Debbie Lazaga with your WTMJ Time Saver Traffic.
The WTMJ 5-day forecast, light snow is going to continue through the evening. It's going to be light. South of 94 might get 2 inches, more likely closer to 1. A dusting to an inch north of 94, tapers off sometime after midnight. A low of 15 degrees. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, a high of 25. Wednesday, another chance for a little bit of snow, a high of 33. Thursday, sunny and cold. Craig Copleen says that we will struggle to hit 10 degrees. On Friday, partly sunny. I know, brutal, right? That's much worse than the snow. High of 24 on Friday. It's currently 26 degrees.
He wore the jersey. He lived the battles in the trenches. And now he's breaking it all down with his championship insight.
This is what it feels like to be one of the big dogs in the NFL. There's a lot of mental toughness that comes along with that. Boost your ego a little bit.
It's time to get caught up on the green and gold with today's Insider.
Brian Belaga, Iowa.
On Wisconsin's Afternoon News.
Green and Gold Insiders is sponsored by Window Nation. Hello, Brian.
How we doing?
Good. Let's talk about Thanksgiving. What did the family do for Thanksgiving? How many people were there? What was the best food? Take us inside the Bulaga Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we keep it pretty low key for Thanksgiving. We normally have everyone down for Christmas. That's normally the big holiday for us. So it was just, myself, my wife, 2 kids, and my mother-in-law who lives down here now. And best thing is probably the turkey. We do a really good job that's on the Traeger. That stays, so that's low and slow. And that normally turns out really good every year. So that's normally the hit. And then obviously my wife does a great job with pumpkin pie. She's got that recipe down.
Oh, I love that.
So those are probably always the 2 highlights every Thanksgiving, and then obviously, the game was the whipped cream on top of everything. If we had to be honest, that was the topper. That was the finisher.
Where are you down south?
I'm in Sarasota.
Ooh,
nice. That's nice.
That's really
What's
fun.
the temperature there right now?
Oh,
it's a little bit warmer today. It's like 84 today.
Oh, I hate you.
Yeah, it's a little bit warmer today. We were getting really good temperatures. It was in the low 70s. It was really good for this time of year. Now it's kind of heated back up a little bit.
That's terrible. 84. I don't know how you deal with that.
Oh,
I'm not going to complain. I heard you talking about the temperature over there right before you guys. I got on, and I'm not jealous. I'll put it that way. I'm not jealous of the temps you're getting. I'll say that.
The game against the Bears this weekend is supposed to be super cold too, Brian.
Yeah.
That sounds normal. That's normally how those games. That's how those games are supposed to be. They're supposed to be cold. They're supposed to hurt. That's the point of the black and blue division, right? That's the NFC North. That's how these games are supposed to be played, right? Like it's supposed to be outside in the elements, equal playing ground, right? I mean, everything's equal and the mano y mano, right? Like this is what it's supposed to be. Cold weather, Packers, Bears. Both teams, right? I mean, how Chicago's gotten there, people can say what they want. They're top of the division. They're the number 1 seed right now in the NFC. And the Packers are right behind them, right? Packers win this game. They essentially bump right ahead of them. And that's the way that this is going. This is how you want this rivalry to be when they're at the top of their game. And this is how this thing's supposed to play out. So I'm very excited for it, as should all the fans. This is what Packers Bears is supposed to be.
Brian Bulaga is with us on Wisconsin's Afternoon News. Who's a better football team right now, do you believe, the Packers or the Bears?
I haven't watched the Bears a bunch. I got to watch them, on Black Friday against the Eagles. And to be honest, I don't know what to make of the Eagles right now. And that's the thing. I watched them against the Packers, the Eagles, and they didn't look very good against the Packers, and obviously Green Bay didn't play a very clean game that game either. But the Eagles didn't look very good that game. And I watched them against the Bears, and they didn't really look that good against the Bears. And the Bears played well, right? Let's give them credit. The Bears played well, and they look solid. They look good defensively and things like that, which is normally a staple for Chicago. Normally they're a very good team defensively, and they look like they're doing that again right now. But I think overall, Green Bay's a better team. I think they're a better team from all three phases, and I think that's the way I'm kind of looking at this. And I don't like to look at like who's got, who has better wins and losses. Like, I think that's bad to look at, because I think a lot of Chicago fans are saying, well, you lost to Cleveland and Carolina. Well, guess what? Carolina's pretty good. It's turning out to be, right? So let's pump the brakes on the Carolina loss, because it turns out that they're winning games against who we thought was the best team in the NFC, which is the Rams. So it turns out that Green Bay has some pretty good, wins on their resume, and so does Chicago, right? They beat Philly and Philly. So I don't want to say they're equally matched, but their records are what they are, right? I mean, it looks like they're very equally matched on paper, but I think Green Bay is a better football team overall. And I think I'm hoping when it comes down to it, right, I think our defense gives us the edge at the end of the day.
Brian, take me into what it's like being a Green Bay Packer and playing against the Bears from the media perspective, from the franchise perspective, the fan base, like the Bears fans, how they react to you. Can you tell me what it's like to play against the Bears?
Yeah, well, fortunately, I kind of got a really good perspective on this rivalry, because I grew up in a suburb of Chicago. So it was always really fun for me to play this game. Whenever I went to Chicago, I heard a lot of nice, colorful words from Chicago fans, specifically towards me being a Chicago kid or a suburb of Chicago kid. I always really enjoyed it, right? I thought the rivalry was special. Unfortunately, right, it went a certain way towards probably my third year in my career, where we didn't really lose. We won every game, and home and away, right? My first year was the most special year, when they were very good, when we met them in the NFC Championship game. But there's a lot of history behind this one, and even when they weren't playing well and we were beating them every game, the game was very physical. It was very intense. You could feel that, and kind of that old school toughness in that game, right? You could sense that they didn't like us, and you had to take their best shot every single game, no matter what their record was. And to me, that's why I'm very excited to watch this rendition of this game when they're finally 9-3, right? They're 9-3. They're feeling very good about themselves. They're at the top of the mountain right now in the NFC and the NFC North. So this should be a special one. And playing in this game, this is the oldest rivalry in football. You should feel very honored to play in it. And now that this thing has a little more meaning to it, the guys in that locker room in Green Bay right now, they should, cherish this one, because this game hasn't meant a whole lot in a long time. To be honest, it just hasn't. It means a lot. You're playing in the oldest rivalry, but the stakes haven't been that high. Let's just call it that. The stakes haven't been that high since really my rookie year.
Yep.
In an NFC Championship game. This game, right? This one and the one in 2 weeks. This one means a lot. So buckle in. This one's going to be fun, and so will the one in 2 weeks. Because this game, these next two mean a lot, and it's going to determine a lot. Who's gonna win this division comes down to these couple games, and I'm ready for it.
Yeah, let's go. 9-3. They're about to be 9-4. That's all I got to say.
Right.
Super Bowl champion Brian Bulaga. Always great perspective. Thank you, Brian.
All right, guys. Talk to you next week.
It is 4:24 at WTMJ. I'm happy the Bears are 9-3 and in first place, because when they get knocked out of first place, it's going to be even nicer.
Boom. Get out of here.
It's just going to feel great when they fall off that perch and they crack their noggin on the sidewalk of the frozen Lambeau Field. Time for the WTMJ Annex Wealth Management Market update. Everything in the red today. Not a great day. The Dow was down 427. The NASDAQ was off 89. The S&P 500 was off 37 points on the day. Financial planning at every level. Fee only fiduciary all the time. Know the difference. The teams I trust are at Annex.
Change your grocery game plan to locally owned Century Foods, home of the best meat, freshest produce, and tastiest treats.
And free groceries.
Okay, just calm down. We'll get to that later.
Stay tuned in right here to score free groceries.
Stop, please.
Okay, I'm shutting up. My lip is zipped.
Let's get to this week's specials at Century Foods. Now through Wednesday, save on 64-ounce selected varieties Old Orchard juice, 2 for $5. 8.1 to 11.5-ounce selected varieties Bear Creek soup mix, 2 for $7. 6-ounce selected varieties Blue Diamond almonds, 2 for $6. 10.5 to 11.25-ounce selected varieties New York, Texas, or garlic toast, 2 for $5.
And now time for the big reveal. Free groceries.
That's too over the top. Forget it. I'll handle the rest. Enter to win $500 worth of free groceries on Century's Facebook or Instagram by December 31st.
All right. Come hang out with Julia. Okay, come hang out with me. We're going to be doing trivia for Capco's Kids to Kids Christmas Wednesday at 7.
This Wednesday. I'm so excited.
It's going to be great. At Left's Lucky Town. You can play trivia. You can hang out, have a cocktail with us. We're not very good at trivia, but we're really good at fun.
Yes, we'll have a great time. Please come. John is going to be the life of the party.
Oh, you're the life of the party. I'm just tagging along. Guess what? Special guest, too. Rose Gray's going to be there. How fun is that?
Oh, wow.
7 o'clock, Left's Lucky Town. Come hang out. Bring a toy or bring cash. We'll take cash to buy toys and bring your fun. Yep. Come get your fun on and play a little trivia. Left's Lucky Town, 7 o'clock. Wednesday, benefiting Capco's Kids to Kids Christmas.
Get 2 mattresses for the price of 1.
Whoa, what are you doing?
We don't do sales at Penny Mustard.
I know, Nicole.
So how can we offer 2 mattresses for the price of 1?
Because it's only 1 mattress.
You're not making sense, Ben. Have you been painting in confined spaces again?
Arvid, I'm talking about Penny Mustard's 2-sided mattresses.
Oh, I see. When you have a flippable 2-sided foam or coil spring mattress,
it's like having 2 mattresses for the price of 1.
You'll give each side more time to breathe.
And your mattress will last twice as long.
You use both sides of your pillow, and you should be able to use both sides of your mattress, too.
I don't use a pillow.
What do you use?
A cement block.
Really?
I find it relaxing after a long day of painting in confined spaces.
2-sided mattresses, because 2 is better than 1. Available every day at Penny Mustard Furnishings.
Showrooms in Milwaukee and Chicago.
PennyMustard.com.
Better versions of what people want.
Penny Mustard Furnishings.
Vince Vitrano for my team at Horner Plumbing. Are you hosting this holiday season or even have family staying at the house? Let's get everything tightened up before your guests arrive. There is room on the schedule at Horner to do your project in time for your holiday guests. So whether it's getting that leaky shower or sink fixed or a major project so you can accommodate more of your family, my team at Horner is ready to go. With a free quote and upfront pricing, you know your project will fit your budget. $50 off your first service when you tell them Vinny sent you. HornerPlumbing.com.
Are the changing seasons making you crave a getaway? Let Fox World Travel help you plan the perfect all-inclusive resort or cruise vacation to escape the cold. We've got special deals with Apple Vacations, Delta Vacations, Princess Cruises, Celebrity Cruises, and more. Whether you book online or with a travel advisor, Fox World Travel has your back. Visit foxworldtravel.com or call 866-GO-FOX-GO today.
St. Nick meets St. Kate. The holidays are in full swing at St. Kate the Arts Hotel, where every celebration shines a little brighter. Browse unique gifts at the holiday marketplace, gather for unforgettable Christmas Eve and Christmas Day dining, and of course, don't miss Brunch with Santa, a family favorite filled with joy, treats, and holiday magic. Celebrate the season at St. Kate the Arts Hotel. Visit stkatearts.com/holidays for all the details.
All personal injury law firms essentially cost the same. When you receive a settlement or win a verdict, we take 1/3 as our fee. If you get nothing, we get nothing. But one law firm has recovered more million-dollar results than any other firm in Wisconsin. We have handled and won the largest cases in state history. And we cost the same as every other personal injury firm in town. Habish, Habish & Rotier. National reputation, hometown service. Visit habish.com for more information.
So you've decided to get a new mattress, but what about new pillows? I mean, your pillows have been through a lot. Constant flipping, greasy hair, and so much drool. And let's face it, your old pillow has more lumps than Aunt Judy's holiday gravy. This Black Friday, Hassellus Mattress has your back, along with your head and neck, too. Through December 2nd, purchase a new Sealy Posturepedic or Beautyrest mattress, and Hassellus will give you a free adjustable base and a pair of super supportive and incredibly comfortable pillows. Plus, since Hassellus showrooms are employee-free, our prices on Beautyrest and Sealy Posturepedic are way less. Others sell a Queen Emeryville A for $1,374, but Hassellus has it for only $1,086. And for Black Friday, now through December 2nd, we're throwing in a free adjustable base and 2 free pillows. Free next day delivery, too. Who knows? You may be one good pillow away from becoming a morning person. Find an employee-free showroom near you at Hassellus.com.
Traffic is sponsored by Rejuvenix Arthritis Pain Clinics. Go to rejuvenix.com for an appointment.
Go to rejuvenix.com to request your appointment.
Wisconsin's afternoon news on Wisconsin's radio station, News Radio WTMJ.
I'm John Mercure. Your top story: a convicted murderer gets more time.
I'm Julia Fello. MRI results for the president.
I'm Debbie Lazaga. We do have delays eastbound 94 coming in from Highway 67 to just past Highway 83 to Maple Avenue. You're back on the brakes from Highway 16 all the way to about Barker Road, and again right past Calhoun. One more delay then from 92nd Street all the way to Hawley Road. The westbound side, you're seeing backups from 17th Street all the way to Hawley. Back on the brakes from Moreland Road all the way, and it stays heavy all the way to Highway 16. A few more delays between Maple Avenue and Highway 83 in Waukesha County. I'm Debbie Lazaga with your WTMJ Time Saver Traffic.
Snow showers come to an end later tonight. Get about an inch. A low of 15. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, a high of 25. Right now, Milwaukee, it is 27 degrees and snowing.
From the WTMJ Breaking News Center, 28-year-old Taylor Shabiznis has been sentenced to 90 more days in jail for attacking prison employees after pleading no contest to a reduced charge of disorderly conduct after assaulting a prison nurse at Techita Correctional Institution. Shabiznis did apologize for her actions.
I didn't mean to go off on that like that at all. And I'm sorry for that, how it came off like that. It didn't mean to happen that way, and it shouldn't have.
Shabiznis is serving a life sentence without parole for the murder, sexual assault, and dismemberment of Shad Therian in 2022.
Milwaukee County leaders are urging state lawmakers to pass a package of bills designed to protect immigrants across our state. Wisconsin Democrats introduced legislation over the summer amid federal immigration operations across the country. Milwaukee County Supervisor Ann O'Connor.
You know, a few miles to the south of us, across the border in Illinois, in Chicago, we've seen what's happening. We've seen the harm caused and the intimidation and fear, and we just need to know what is going on.
The legislation still needs to be approved by the legislature and eventually the governor.
The snow emergency in Milwaukee continues tonight. Milwaukee DPW says they're on track to have all roads clear in the next 24 hours. Marketing and Communication Officer for the City of Milwaukee Department of Public Works, Tiffany Shepard, tells WTMJ.
We tell people, give us 24 to 48 hours to get everything really cleaned up after the snow has stopped falling. Milwaukee is the biggest city in the state. There are a lot of streets to get down. So it just, we ask residents to give us patience. It just takes some time, but we will get to you. When everyone woke up this morning, they should have seen really good progress.
Milwaukee residents should park on the odd side of the street overnight tonight while the emergency is in effect.
One person was hurt after a drive-by shooting this morning on Milwaukee's northwest side.
Still taking multiple calls. May have been a vehicle that drove by and fired multiple shots.
That audio was courtesy of Broadcastify. It happened about 7:30 this morning near Capitol and 100th Street. That's just south of Timmerman Airport. Authorities say multiple people started shooting at each other after an argument took place. A 35-year-old victim was rushed to the hospital but is expected to survive.
The White House has released new details on President Trump's recent MRI.
President Trump's physician, Dr. Sean Barbabella, says in a new memo that the president did an MRI in October as a, quote, preventative measure. Barbabella says the president's cardiovascular imaging and abdominal imaging are both, quote, perfectly normal. And he says confirmed the president remains in, quote, excellent health. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt said the imaging was performed to identify any issues early, confirm overall health, and ensure the president maintains long-term vitality and function.
Everything evaluated is functioning within normal limits with no acute or chronic concerns.
Karen Travers, ABC News, the White House.
Time for a WTMJ Sports Update from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All Sports Desk. With wins by the Packers and Bears over the holiday week, that sets up a big game between the two rivals this Sunday at Lambeau. After a dominant performance against the Lions, head coach Matt LaFleur says the team is still striving to improve.
You're either getting better or you're getting worse. You're never staying the same. But we got to keep building on this, and we can't think that we've arrived by any stretch, because as soon as you do that, you get beat. Just keep fighting and clawing and trying to get a little bit better.
Kickoff is 3:25 Sunday in Green Bay. And the Milwaukee Bucks hit the floor tonight on the road to face the Wizards. Our coverage starts at 5:30 right here on WTMJ.
Outdoor Living Unlimited WTMJ News Time, 4:35. John Mercure here for Fello Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Yes, Santa Claus is magical, but his elves aren't qualified to build Fello windows. No, it's just too many options, colors, designs, customizations, and the quality of their craftsmanship. Santa's team has all those toys to build for the boys and girls around the world, and not enough time. So instead of going through the big red guy, take advantage of this Fello deal. Right now, get 0% interest for 24 months. It's a festive time of year that puts most people in a great mood. But after the holidays, we deal with the bleakest time of year in Wisconsin. I know. Those cold days, it's usually when we get the most snow. And so now's the time to ensure your home remains comfortable thanks to customizable windows and doors from Pella. I've got a customized front window from Pella. It's gorgeous. It's energy efficient. My new patio door, incredible. Take advantage of this great deal. 0% interest for 24 months. Certain restrictions apply. Ends 12/31/24. What a great Christmas gift. Visit PellaWI.com.
Wisconsin's afternoon news on WTMJ.
All right. Have you heard what the word of the year is from the Oxford Dictionary?
It's different than parasocial. It was something else.
The word of the year is rage bait. Rage bait. It's shorthand for online content that's intentionally meant to elicit anger. The term has tripled in usage over the last year. It's when someone posts something like Aaron Rodgers, let's go with our guy currently. When Jordan Love throws an interception and someone might post, that guy should be traded immediately. He's the worst quarterback in the history of the league. They post something just trying to elicit anger and frustration and get clicks. Okay, that is rage bait. Telly Hughes, award-winning journalist, is with us on the hotline. Telly, had you heard this word before, rage bait? Rage bait. All right. We're having trouble getting a hold of Telly. I had never heard this word.
What?
I really
You
hadn't.
didn't?
No, I'm behind the times.
When I saw the word, I thought that you guys were going to talk about examples of that. It's so known, especially with politics.
Yeah, I never heard this word, but the word makes sense, and it's definitely a thing. You see people posting all sorts of craziness. Here's my biggest question. It's the word of the year, but it's two words. Can rage bait be the word of the year? It should be the words of the year. Do you ever do this? You're very careful on social media. Do you ever post something just to elicit a reaction?
When I was in television for, to get people to click on it, I would have. There was one time.
Clickbait.
So there's one time in Wausau, there was a woman who was eventually convicted of murder. Her last name was Penguin, okay? And the description was that she was 350 pounds. So the web person, I said, we are searching for a 350-pound penguin.
Oh, my gosh.
So it ended up getting a lot of clicks.
So other words of the year that were finalists, other finalists for words of the year. There were 3 finalists. Rage bait won. Here's another one. This was one of the other finalists. Aura farming, A-U-R-A, so aura farming. The cultivation of an impressive, attractive, or charismatic persona or public image by behaving or presenting oneself in a way intended to convey an air of confidence, coolness, or mystique. So cultivating the impression amongst other people that you're cool, that you're calm, that you got something really special.
The Royals would be like that.
Ooh, the Royals. Aura farming. Okay. Here's another one that was the finalist. Biohack. To attempt to improve or optimize one's physical or mental performance, health, longevity, or well-being by altering one's diet, exercise, routine, or lifestyle, or by using other means such as drugs, supplements, or technological devices to try to take the shortcut. So you don't want to work out. You don't want to limit your drinking. You don't want to eat right all the time. Instead, you employ a biohack, a drug, a supplement, a shortcut, basically, to getting the body you want without putting the work in.
Never works.
No, it doesn't work in the long term, right? So you mentioned parasocial. That was who came up with that? That was it Cambridge Dictionary
I think
said that's
so.
theirs?
Yeah, it's kind of like where you feel that you're really close to someone, like a politician.
Dictionary.com, their word of the year is 6'7".
Oh God,
Ugh.
I'm so over that.
Popularly used by Gen Alpha. I've never said Gen Alpha on the air before.
Gen A, yeah.
It means what does it mean? It means like either so-so or maybe this, maybe that, right? So that was Dictionary.com's word of the year. So,
what are you reading?
I was trying to read if there were other like dictionaries. Like I feel like there's like 5 of these words of the year that come out every year.
Mm-hmm.
I think the others have not been released yet. So, all right, it's 4:41 at WTMJ. Today is Cyber Monday. We've been talking through that all day. Tomorrow is a day that I never heard of, but I'm really excited about. It's my new favorite of all the shopping days. Our friend Rose Gray, Fox World Travel, reached out and said, let's talk about Travel Tuesday. So we talk Travel Tuesday up next on WTMJ.
Accunet Mortgage is an equal housing lender. NMLS ID 255368.
Flimsy, feeble, flaccid. That's how you can describe most pre-approval letters these days because most banks still issue pre-approval letters without actually verifying your income, employment, or down payment. That's the exact opposite of an Accunet rock-solid, fully verified and guaranteed pre-approval, where we put a $2,000 guarantee behind the fact the seller can actually rely on the terms of your pre-approval and offer. With Accunet, there's also a possibility of issuing a property-specific pre-approval with as little as a 10% down payment that includes the magic words, no appraisal required. That's right, Accunet may be able to issue your pre-approval without needing an appraisal. That's the kind of certainty that can help a seller say yes to your offer. Sure, you can try competing with a flimsy bank pre-approval, or you can click on the blue button at Accunet.com and get started with the pre-approval listing agents and sellers recognized as the best in the business. That's ACCUNET.com.
Nestled in the heart of the Kettle Moraine Forest lies the historic Fox and Hounds Supper Club. WTMJ's John Mercure here. I love the Fox and Hounds. Journey through 90 years of history in the timbered stone structure. It's gorgeous. And when you buy one dinner, your second dinner is free 7 days a week. An amazing deal at an amazing place. Choice steaks, ribs, seafood, pasta, a big fresh salad, even the steak and lobster, any entree, your second dinner's free. The Fox and Hounds desserts, and I love those, and huge ice cream drinks, buy one, get one free. Unwind with an old-fashioned, a Manhattan, 20 bourbons on their bourbon list, over 100 fine wines, 8 elegant dining rooms with real wood-burning fireplaces. Wherever you live, it's worth the spectacular drive through the Kettle Moraine for your free dinner. Just off Highway 167, 2 miles east of Holy Hill, a Top Choice Award winner for fine dining and most romantic restaurant. Take your family to the Fox and Hounds this week. Half your dinners are free. I love this place. FoxandHoundsRestaurant.com.
Looking for a fun and meaningful way to kick off the holiday season? Join us for the 20th anniversary of Capco's Kids to Kids Toy Drive, Saturday, December 13th at the Kasmeric Center in Grafton. This free, family-friendly event is a celebration of giving. Bring a new, unwrapped toy and help brighten the holidays for children and families in need across Wisconsin. To learn more or get involved, visit kidstokidstoydrive.com and join us on December 13th in Grafton.
No tricks, no illusions, just buckets.
Away from 3, knocks it down.
Ryan Rollins. The Bucks head to Washington to take on the Wizards.
Now sitting with 32 points and 5-serve form erupts.
Our Bucks Radio Network game day coverage starts tonight at 5:30 on the home of the Bucks, WTMJ.
Traffic is sponsored by Richlands Tire and Service Center.
Richlands Tire and Service Centers. 5 locations and all easy to find. Visit richlands.com when you're due for service.
Traffic and then weather. Debbie Laska, how are the roads?
It's a slow ride on southbound 43, starting at about Keefe, heading all the way down through the Marquette and all the way past the Oklahoma Avenue area, almost to Howard Avenue. Northbound's backing up from just before Beecher all the way up through the Marquette, and that'll take you all the way up to Keefe. Westbound 94, heavy from 17th Street to Hawley Road. More delays west of the Zoo interchange into the county line, and then again from Sunny Slope Road, pretty much all the way to Highway 16. Eastbound's backed up from 16 to about Calhoun, and then back on the brakes from 84th Street to Hawley Road. And then around the bypass, we've got delays northbound on the Rock Freeway, starting well before Moreland Road, all the way up to the county line, and then from the Hale interchange all the way through to about Forest Home. I'm Debbie Lazago with your WTMJ Time Saver Traffic.
Light snow through 11 o'clock tonight. Community south of 94 will get up to 2 inches of snow. North of 94, about an inch of snow. Right now in Milwaukee, light snow and 26 degrees. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, a high of 25. Wednesday, more snow chances, a high of 33. Thursday, my goodness, sunny and cold, a high of 15 degrees. Friday, partly sunny, a high of 24.
Hey, I'm on vacation every single day, every single day.
Rose Gray, Fox World Travel. You hear Rose on the travel show Saturdays at 9 a.m. I always try to make sure that I catch it. Rose, it's so good to have you here in the studio.
Thank you. And before we get into Travel Tuesday, I want to remind the listeners, I'm going to be at Trivia Wednesday night.
Yes!
Yes!
We've been talking about
yes!
We're so excited.
So Mary Lee gave me the dates and said, which ones do you want to go to? And I said, John and Julia, of course. So, so I will be there, toys in hand, and I will be at your service, and I can be on a team, or I can just float around and visit with people. So
It's
I'm really,
fun.
Give some of the trivia questions.
Yes. Help us give some of the trivia questions. It's going to be so fun. We're so glad you're going to be there, Rose.
I will be there.
So it's Wednesday, 7 o'clock, Left's Lucky Town.
The
So
day
show up.
after the day after Travel Tuesday.
Yeah. So is this a new thing, or is this just gaining steam a little bit each year? Tell us about Travel Tuesday.
Yeah, I think it's just gaining steam. So the website Hopper, that's one of the many, many websites you can use to look at airfare. Kayak and Expedia and Hopper has really, really come to the fore. And they coined that phrase in 2017, and then everybody kind of grasped onto it because the travel industry didn't necessarily want to be part of Cyber Monday, although there are Cyber Monday deals as well.
Yeah.
But I think looking for that alliteration and calling it Travel Tuesday, it just made perfect sense. So cruise lines, tour companies, and airlines are now notoriously discounting things on that day. So if you go to the Fox World Travel website, foxworldtravel.com, and you have at the very homepage, you have 3 different opportunities there: business travel, meetings and incentives, and of course the sexy side, which is vacation travel.
Yes.
If you click that, you'll see Cyber Monday deals, but it also says and Travel Tuesday sales.
Okay.
And so the reason I direct the listeners to that particular page is because I was looking for days, and I sent you and Julia some links where they were just spouting off like $800 off. And I thought, is this real? And then I go to our website, Princess Cruises, up to $800 off. So yes, if Fox is promoting it, it is legit. But I loved that you had a securities person on in a couple in the last segment, because this is what they love to do on these Travel Tuesday sites. They put timers on them. And so what do you feel then? Pressure. And so now I've got to make a decision right now. And those timers are usually, can be fraudulent. That's not when the deal ends, but they know when you clicked on and they want to give you some sense of urgency, and you're going to make a rash decision on something that's completely non-refundable.
Oof, that's not
so
good.
there are deals to be had everywhere if you know where to look and you're smart and you do your research. On Travel Tuesday, are there better deals than if I were to wait and look a week from Tuesday?
Probably. I mean, what we see is historically, that is what's happening on that Travel Tuesday. Now, there could be 3 deals at that price, or that the limited offer is really and truly only until noon on Travel Tuesday or something like that. So it's good because we're listening now on Cyber Monday. Do some preliminary research, see what it is right now so that you can compare. And it's probably better to have some kind of idea of what you want to do. I mean, if you're just randomly looking, we have 20 deals on our website, 20 tour companies and cruise lines that are offering deals. That's too many. Well, I could take a Viking River cruise, or wait, maybe I'll go on African travel. But wait, Royal Caribbean looks good. Have something in mind that you want to do so you're not all over the board.
Well, that's good. And there was something that you sent to us. It says nearly 3 times as many trips were planned on Travel Tuesday, which is incredible. And European travel companies are trying to get in on this.
That's exactly right. And so here's the thing. There's been this idea for a long time, and I do know that the airline industry people and consultants and things that we've spoken to are saying that this is a myth, but it has been a perception for a long time that Tuesday is the best day to buy airfare anyway, that's when the airlines load the new fares, and that's when the airlines will look at their yield management and maybe reassess how many seats are going to sell at that very lowest, second lowest, third lowest price. And so again, they're capitalizing on that idea that the Americans have been groomed to believe, and that is that Tuesday is the best day to buy travel.
I know this is a very broad question, but if you're a family and you're trying to plan something for the summer, what are some basic areas of the world that you would begin to look at, or even in America? What would be kind of at the top if you don't want to break the bank, you're not independently wealthy, but you want to do something nice for your family that's fun?
Well, if you're an adventurer, I would say national parks. National parks gained so much steam during COVID, and that trend has continued and continued. We want to do something with a family. We want to do something in the United States, and we want to do something that is something that is a little bit of a give back. You're at a national park. You're feeling a little patriotic about that whole kind of a trip. The other thing that you can do is look for what they call voluntourism opportunities and do that as a family. Lots of times these are often in the Caribbean or Mexico or something like that. So summer's off season, but this is when they want you to come down there and paint or do plumbing or do electrical. You don't have to do it the entire time, but one full day of really giving back. So those are very, very prevalent. And again, if you're doing it as a family, it makes you kind of feel as a commitment that we all got together and we did something to give back.
I like that idea.
That, John.
I have friends that went to Panama, and they went to Panama for 5 days. And I think 2 of the days they volunteered. They worked. And the other 3 days they enjoyed the beaches and they toured the canal and they did all that stuff.
Exactly. And I know many churches and philanthropic nonprofits do these things, but you're sleeping in a church floor and you're, you know, that kind of thing. I want to give back, but I also am a little bougie. So can we work something out here?
I want to have a vacation.
Exactly.
We can do both, can't we?
Exactly.
Let's do a little bit of both.
So once we get back to the bougie, a lot of people are saying to be aware of resort fees.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And it's everywhere. Las Vegas was the one that really started this, and now everybody's got them. And you'd like to say to these people, could you possibly give me a breakdown? Itemize what this resort fee is. And they'll say things like a newspaper in the morning that never did get delivered, or you have a concierge service. Where is this mysterious concierge? And he did nothing or she did nothing for me. So you can ask to break it down. Now, some people have written about the fact that they've gotten them to the resort to take it off when they said, I didn't get any of these services, but that's in the past. I have not found anybody that has had success getting the resort fees off.
Interesting.
So you see the base price of your hotel room or your resort room, and then it can be anywhere from $35 to $100 per day, and sometimes per person per day. So what are these resort fees for, and how can we avoid them?
That was me on my honeymoon in Hawaii. I don't know why they did it. I thought it was for some conservation thing, but it probably wasn't.
Yeah.
It probably was for that newspaper I didn't get,
Yeah,
John.
exactly. That extra roll at breakfast.
Exactly.
How healthy is the cruise industry?
Booming. I think 14 new ships are coming out in 2026.
Wow.
Yeah. So you would have thought maybe COVID did that particular part of the travel industry in, but quite honestly, just the opposite. I think people are seeing the value of a cruise. They love that whole concept of other than maybe excursions, because everybody buys a drink package now. I mean, that's the new thing. Back in the day, you used to get your bill and go, I actually drank this much. But now you can buy a drink package. So there's no surprise there. And so other than that, your excursions are really all that you're paying for. And you can eat unlimitedly. I mean,
and the food's better on some of the cruise lines than it used to be too.
Absolutely. They know that they've got to up their game. So yeah, and one of the new ships that just came out is on one of your favorite lines, the Star, the Princess Star just came out. And so that everybody's all about that one. So lots going on in the cruise industry. Celebrities got some really nice Travel Tuesday deals. Royal Caribbean's got some really nice Travel Tuesday deals.
What do we think about non-refundable fares?
It scares me.
too.
And then if you add on the insurance, we're better off just upgrading to the next level of non-refundability and what's covered in that insurance. Can I just cancel for any reason, or do I really need to have a covered reason? And most of the time people are canceling for covered reasons, an illness or a death in the family or a job situation or something like that. But it's really, really important to get the details. And this, again, is why you work with a travel professional. Ask the questions and then let them give you the answers. Why should you take hours and hours and hours of your time to read into these travel insurance policies or the non-refundability of this great trip that you just found and you're all excited about it? Let somebody tell you what's going on with that.
Let Fox World Travel help you. They've helped me plan stuff in the past. They're absolutely incredible. Experts in every area of the world, every sector of the travel industry. Start at the website, the Fox World Travel website.
Yeah, that's the best place to go, really, because among the other things, some of the time when you go to these deals, it'll put you onto our cruise booking engine. And we laugh because there's over 26,000 itineraries with over 53,000 sailings. But once you put in the filters and you put in the qualifiers, I want to be gone 7 days, I want to do the Caribbean, I want to sail out of Fort Lauderdale, that number shrinks exponentially, and you can start really, really honing in. But there again, narrow it down to 3 and call the experts and let them help you choose.
I like that. Rose Gray, you can check her out on Saturdays at 9 a.m. on WTMJ. Rose, this is so much fun. I got to get out of here and get ready for all the shopping I'm going to do tomorrow on Travel Tuesday.
Perfect. All right, we'll see everybody on Wednesday at Let's Lucky Town.
Let's Lucky Town. It's 4:57 at WTMJ.
WTMJ, W277CV, and WKTI HD2 Milwaukee from the Annex Wealth Management Studios. This is News Radio WTMJ, a Good Karma brand station.
Sponsored by the Pfister Hotel. You can make your reservation today. Visit thepfisterhotel.com.
Step into a world of holiday wonder at Milwaukee's legendary Pfister Hotel. Experience the glow of the season with events for the entire family. From the magic of their annual tree lighting to a bountiful Thanksgiving brunch and the joy of breakfast with Santa. Enjoy sparkling decor, delicious dining, and timeless traditions that fill every moment with cheer. Create cherished memories and start a new tradition that shines for years to come. Visit thepfisterhotel.com to plan your holiday magic today.
Voted Milwaukee's top chiropractor by Milwaukee Journal Sentinel readers, and I vote they're the best too. It's Connect Chiropractic. I hang out at Connect Chiropractic on Thursdays because they always put my body where it's supposed to be. Carry my stress in my neck and my back. You thought that was funny, huh, Fello? My body needs a lot of work. I'm older than you.
Me too.
And Connect just does it the right way. They've got a long-term care focus on total wellness.
Do you think these chairs are messing us up?
Yes.
A little bit, right?
That's a really good point. I'm going to take this chair into Connect Chiropractic and see them. They can evaluate whether this is a good chair or not. Twisting, cracking, popping, not happening at Connect. It's nuanced. It's gentle. 3 locations. It's Connect Chiropractic. Connect with Connect.
We're giving Fleet Rewards members an extra 10% off all qualifying purchases. Now through Wednesday. No rebates, no waiting. Fleet Rewards members will save an extra 10% on any qualifying purchase, in-store and online. Not a member? Sign up now. Membership's free. Just have your member coupon ready Sunday, November 30th through Wednesday, December 3rd to save an additional 10% at Fleet Farm. It's our way of saying thank you for being a loyal customer. See store for details. Some restrictions apply.
Craving that crispy, cheesy, thick Detroit-style pizza? Well, now you got it with Screamin' Sicilian. Screamin' Sicilian delivers the crunch, the gooey cheese pull, and that light, airy crust that you love, all baked in its own pan for those crave-worthy caramelized edges straight from your home oven. You got the cheese, the pepperoni, multi-meat, or supreme. It's like dining out, but without the hefty bill. Find Screamin' Sicilian in your local grocer's freezer section. Screamin' Sicilian, Detroit style, thick, crispy, unapologetically screamin'.
Get ready for Milwaukee's smartest night out. The WTMJ Trivia Showdown with John Mercure.
December 3rd can't come soon enough. I can't wait to find out who the smartest in the room is.
And Julia Fello.
It's all happening at Left's Lucky Town in Wauwatosa, and we hope you will join us for a fun night supporting a wonderful cause.
The WTMJ Trivia Showdown, December 3rd at 7 p.m. and help support the Kids to Kids Toy Drive, only at Left's Lucky Town.
The place you want to go, Lynch McWanago.
Nobody sells for less than Lynch.
This report sponsored by Exterior Pros and Baths. Trust the pros and kick off your home transformation. Want to save big on your next home improvement project? Visit extpros.com today for expert services at unbeatable prices.
Trusted, relevant, locally owned, locally programmed. We are Wisconsin's radio station, News Radio 620, WTMJ Milwaukee.
It's 5 o'clock. I'm John Mercure. Your top story, a murder suspect heads back to Milwaukee.
I'm Julia Fello. Snow emergency parking rules for Milwaukee.
I'm Debbie Lazaga, and eastbound 94, right about at Highway 83, we have a crash in the left shoulder. So that, along with the general not great conditions out there, going to see some delays basically from Highway 67 past Highway 83 all the way to about Calhoun. On the westbound side, we got backups from just west of Highway 100 all the way past Highway 16 to Highway 83. Actually, beyond that, all the way to Highway 67. It's a heavy ride along southbound 41 as well, from Good Hope Road pretty much all the way down to Mayfair Road. Northbound's backed up from Mayfair Road up to about Silver Spring. And then westbound 94, lots of company from 17th Street all the way to Hawley Road as well. I'm Debbie Lazaga with your WTMJ Time Saver Traffic.
Tonight, snow showers end, maybe an inch or two, depending how far south you are. Low 15 degrees. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, a high of 25. From the WTMJ Breaking News Center, the homicide suspect in the death of a Milwaukee alderman's nephew has been extradited back to Milwaukee.
Martell Hare was booked into the Milwaukee County Jail on Friday after being arrested in Oklahoma last month. He's accused of shooting and killing 16-year-old Marquise Champion, the nephew of Alderman Mark Chambers Jr., back in October. 2 other teens were also injured in the shooting. Hare faces multiple felonies, including first-degree reckless homicide and first-degree reckless injury. He has been wanted for 2 years on unrelated charges for child sexual assault. Nasir Spencer, WTMJ News.
The snow emergency in Milwaukee continues tonight. Milwaukee DPW says they're on track to have all the roads clear in the next day. Marketing Communications Officer for the City of Milwaukee Department of Public Works, Tiffany Shepard.
We tell people, give us 24 to 48 hours to get everything really cleaned up after the snow has stopped falling. Milwaukee is the biggest city in the state. There are a lot of streets to get down. So it just, we ask residents to give us patience. It just takes some time, but we will get to you. When everyone woke up this morning, they should have seen really good progress.
Residents should park on the odd side of the street overnight tonight while the emergency is in effect.
United Way of Greater Milwaukee and Waukesha County is getting a $5 million boost to fight family homelessness. United Way has the programs in place to help people stay safely in their homes. They will have 5 years to spend the $5 million working to end family homelessness.
Some Milwaukee County supervisors pushing back on state legislation that would increase court fees. Supporters say it's needed to cover rising costs. Opponents say the surcharges would disproportionately impact low-income people and communities. Supervisors Justin Belinsky.
I think it's kind of ironic that, we don't index our tax levy or anything like that to inflation or state share revenue, but we're trying to, some people in the legislature are trying to do that with court fees.
Some court fees have not been raised in more than 30 years. The bills still need to be approved by the state legislature and governor.
Prediction markets think that White House economic advisor Kevin Hassett will be President Trump's pick to succeed Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell. Jason Brooks of CBS News.
Online prediction market Kalshi is seeing odds jump to more than 80% in favor of Hassett being tapped by President Trump to lead the Federal Reserve, with former Fed Governor Kevin Warsh trailing far behind in second place with 12% odds of succeeding Jerome Powell. The president over the weekend said he will soon announce his decision on Powell's replacement following a contentious year of publicly lambasting Powell for not lowering interest rates quickly enough, frequently calling the Fed chair too late Powell.
Powell's term ends in May 2026, and he's expected to also step down from his position as a Fed governor.
New details about the September follow-up strike on an alleged drug boat in the waters off of Venezuela.
Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt confirmed the second strike and said it was the head of U.S. Special Operations Command who ordered it.
Secretary Hegseth authorized Admiral Bradley to conduct these kinetic strikes.
And while she defended the decision to target the survivors,
the strike conducted on September 2nd was conducted in self-defense to protect Americans in vital United States interests.
She dismissed claims that Hegseth ordered that, quote, everyone be killed.
I would reject that the Secretary of War ever said that.
Stacey Lynn, CBS News, the White House.
The drought is finally over for Yuengling. America's oldest brewery, founded in Pottsville, Pennsylvania, will sell its beer in Wisconsin and Iowa for the first time starting early next year. Beginning in late January, Yuengling should start showing up in Wisconsin bars and restaurants, with packaged beer to follow in retailers beginning in early March.
Coming up, it's rivalry week for the top spot in the NFC North.
Outdoor Living Unlimited WTMJ News Time, 5:05.
You've seen us around town, volunteering, supporting events, and showing up where it matters. At Waterstone Bank, we're more than a bank. We're your neighbor. The money you deposit stays local, helping small businesses, creating jobs, and supporting home ownership. It's banking from the community for the community. Visit your local branch or WSBOnline.com to see how we're building a stronger southeastern Wisconsin, one neighbor at a time. Waterstone Bank, member FDIC.
The Previent Law Firm wanted to streamline their document printing. The firm's office manager, Chris Wilms.
And then I sat down with our rep, and he helped us find a better solution that would be cost-effective.
James Imaging Systems Managed Print Services Program. All your print technology bundled under one program that includes parts, supplies, and service, all for one low cost per print.
Right, a better solution to help us save money over the long term.
And there's flexibility should your business needs change.
Yes, so that again is where we get the value of our money to readjust it, to go and update our contracts.
Chris, sounds like you might be willing to recommend managed print services from James Imaging Systems to other businesses.
Oh, I definitely would tell them James Imaging.
James Imaging Systems, managed print services, AI-driven workflow automation, security enhancements, and digital transformation. Call 262-781-7700. 262-781-7700. James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner.
Check off the wish list with instant savings and free battery offers on select STIHL tools. Shop online or in-store at stihlusa.com. That's stihlusa.com.
Find furniture for life from Ken Michaels Furniture in Brookfield, Greenfield, or downtown Milwaukee.
Time for a WTMJ Sports Update from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All Sports Desk. It's Bears Week, and it's a big week. With a record of 9-3, the Bears currently on the top spot in the NFC North and top overall seed in the NFC. That could change after Sunday's game against the 8-3-1 Packers at Lambeau. Here's Coach Matt LaFleur.
You can't rest for 1 second. I mean, you got to attack, and it's not just every game, it's every single moment when you're on the field. Every play is so critical because the margins are, in my opinion, as slim as I can ever remember it.
Packers are favored in Sunday's game by 5.5 points. The Marquette women's volleyball team qualifies for the NCAA tournament and an opening round matchup against the Western Kentucky Wildcats Friday in Louisville. The Badgers women's team qualifies as a 3 seed and hosts Eastern Illinois in Madison on Thursday. Badger Sports Updates are sponsored by Siding Unlimited, Siding, and a whole lot more. And the Bucks are on the road in the nation's capital for tonight's game against the Wizards. Coverage begins at 5:30 on WTMJ.
Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 5:08.
Get new Pella windows for the entire house this Christmas with 0% interest up to 24 months.
Ho, 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 my back.
Santa?
Ho, 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 Gina Della from Pella. You've been a good girl this year.
Is that why you're in here building new windows?
Yes. Next year, how about just asking for a Pella gift card? My elves are used to designing windows from other places where they're all pretty much the same. But Pella? Ho, ho, ho. So many customizations and designs. My elves aren't qualified, so Santa has to put in some overtime. Ho,
Let me make a call. BRB.
Frighteningly fast pellet team at your service. Let us take it from here, Mr. Claus. And Gina, next time.
Yeah, I know. Santa already lectured me. Ask for a Pella gift card.
What if you need new windows or doors, but you're on the naughty list?
Then this will definitely help. Right now, at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, get 0% interest for 24 months.
Ho, ho, ho! Visit the Pella site, and to all a good night.
PellaWI.com.
Server restrictions apply. It's 12/31/2025.
You love her twice as much today as the day you married her, right?
Welcome to Kessler's.
Wisconsin's afternoon news is on the air, broadcasting live from the Annex Wealth Management Studios at the Avenue in beautiful downtown Milwaukee. Here are your hosts, John Mercure and Julia Fello.
5:10 on WTMJ. Hope you're having a great Monday. I wanted to bring you this devastating story that happened on Thanksgiving Day. It took the lives of 3 young children in a father's Kenosha apartment, and the mother is devastated. And talking to 12 News over the weekend, the 3 children that were killed in this fire were 10-year-old Riley, 9-year-old Connor, pronounced dead at the scene, and 8-year-old Elena Cannon died the very next day on Friday after she was flown flight for life from the hospital to the hospital from the fire. Here's a children's mother speaking on Channel 12 over the weekend on what happened in Kenosha.
I couldn't process what I was hearing on the phone. They were just my whole world, and they were literally the brightest things that I've ever had in my life. They were 17 months apart, so they were so close with each other.
So difficult. The cause is still under investigation. Officials say the father survived. He was treated for smoke inhalation. Kenosha firefighters say when they got to the scene, that apartment unit was completely engulfed in flames and they could not get inside. A friend of the children's mother started a GoFundMe to support her through all of this lost funeral costs. There's going to be 3 funerals at once, and they've raised so far about $50,000, saying Connor, Riley, and Elena were such bright lights in this world. They were joyful, loving, full of personality, loved to sing. No parent should ever have to bury their children, let alone 3 at once. Again, this is Channel 12 talking to the mother here.
Instead of Christmas shopping, it's casket shopping.
That is the worst.
Oh, Julia.
I know.
That's
is the
so
worst.
tragic. It hurts my heart. That's crushing. That's wow.
There's still so many questions too. The children were so young. This happened on, a holiday, an apartment, and the cause of the fire is not known. The father survived. The cause is still under investigation. Again, the father did survive.
Did they die of smoke inhalation?
It seems
likely.
I think that from what I saw, the children, the 10-year-old and 9-year-old boys, they were pronounced dead at the scene, and the 8-year-old had smoke inhalation and was flown flight for life. So I don't know if the 10 and 9-year-old were stuck where the fire began. Maybe.
I just have so many questions.
Me
Did the
too.
dad carry the kids out? Did the dad leave the kids in and come out coughing, and then he survived? I mean,
I have a lot of questions.
I could never ever. I would die inside the building.
Me too. Me too.
Before, if that's what it took to get my kids out.
I know.
And maybe he did drag them out, and we don't know. But I have a lot of questions.
John, I have a lot of questions too about
and that poor mother.
Oh my.
That's just absolutely tragic. It's 5:13 at WTMJ. Bucks basketball comes your way at 5:30. Remember Midwest Express, Milwaukee's hometown airline? Could we have another Milwaukee's hometown airline? One airline is floating that idea. And how much snow are we going to get tonight? Meteorologist Craig Copeland. All that coming up in the next 15 minutes.
How much does it cost to talk to Gruber Law Offices after a serious crash? It's free. Yes, free. As in it won't cost you anything to speak with us. Not sure if you have a case? Call our team at Gruber Law Offices today. Your first call and your first consultation are always free. And you'll never pay us a fee until we win your case. If you've been seriously injured, call Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Azura Memory Care and Assisted Living, their mission is to transform the culture of care. Here's the deal. As Americans live longer, more of us are being afflicted with Alzheimer's or dementia, cognitive decline, and you need specialized places that can take care of your loved one when that happens. That's Azura Memory Care and Assisted Living. I've been in their facilities, top tier, beautiful, warm and friendly, and they have specialized training in caring for those with early to late stage Alzheimer's or other related dementia symptoms. It's Azura. Locations throughout southeast Wisconsin, it's Azura. Wisconsin-based, family-owned, kindness at the core. It's Azura Memory Care and Assisted Living.
Hey, it's WTMJ's Greg Matzik here for Flanners Home Entertainment. Does the audio and video system in your home need an upgrade? Well, Flanners has all the solutions and the installation experts to simplify and upgrade your home entertainment experience. Forget about the impersonable big box stores and risky online purchases. You go with locally owned Flanners, where quality service, the best brands, and guaranteed best price remain top priorities. Stop by Flanners in West Dallas, Grafton, or at Flanners.com. Sound advice at the best price. Just press play.
The season of giving continues. Join WTMJ Steve Scafidi and our WTMJ Street Team on Wednesday, December 3rd from 10 a.m. to noon at Century Foods in Delafield. We'll be participating in Capco's Kids to Kids Toy Drive. What you need to do, bring a new unwrapped gift to donate, and hey, we'll also be accepting monetary donations there as well. So stop by and say hi to Point Taken host Steve Scafidi and the WTMJ Street Team at the Century Foods in Delafield on Wednesday, December 3rd. It's the Capco's Kids to Kids Toy Drive here on WTMJ.
Wisconsin's Afternoon News podcast is sponsored by Dave Drakamp Heating. Your comfort is their family's tradition. Visit davedrakamp.com. Let's check out those roads. Hi, Deb.
Hey there, John. We have a crash eastbound 94 at Highway 83. This is off on the left shoulder. Just watch out for that. Definitely seeing some big delays from Highway 67 past that point, and delays continue all the way through to about Moreland Road. More backups from 84th Street all the way through to Hawley Road, and again coming out of the Stadium interchange to 27th Street. On the flip side, westbound's pretty much backed up out of the Marquette all the way past Hawley Road, then back on the brakes from Elm Grove Road all the way to about Highway 67. So a slow ride through there. Southbound 41 still heavy from Good Hope Road down to Capitol Drive. Northbound slowing from North Avenue all the way up past Silver Spring. I'm Debbie Lazago with your WTMJ Time Saver Traffic.
The WTMJ 5-day forecast. Going to get a little bit of snow this evening. Not a lot, though. South of 94, up to 2 inches. Most of that would be if you're really far south. North of I-94, an inch or less. Tapers off about midnight or 1 in the morning, low of 15 degrees. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, a high of 25. Wednesday, chance for snow, a high of 33. Thursday, sunny, a high of 15. Friday, partly sunny, a high of 24. Who got the most snow, and how cold does it get when you look out like 10 days? Meteorologist Craig Copleen is with us, coming up live here in about 4 or 5 minutes.
Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky like shooting stars? I can really use
For 25 years, Oak Creek-based Midwest Express Airlines was Milwaukee's hometown airline. That was their tagline. Dominating the local market, they won a lot of national awards. It ended about 15 years ago when the airline was bought and merged into Frontier Airlines. Did you ever fly Midwest Express Airlines?
Yes.
Loved it.
Me too.
Most famous for their wide seats. So every seat felt almost like you were in business class, wide leather seats. And, of course, the fresh-baked chocolate chip cookies on every flight.
Blast from the past.
So you'd walk on the plane and it would smell like fresh chocolate chip cookies, and they would pass those out. Okay, well, that ended when the airline industry kind of changed. Southwest, other low-cost carriers came in. It was hard for Midwest to survive. Well, now another airline that has a small presence in Milwaukee, Sun Country Airlines, the CEO says he sees a strong future for the ultra low-cost carrier at Milwaukee. He says it's time you look for another hometown airline, and we could be that choice.
All right.
I'm all for expansion and that kind of growth. Right now, they only fly to Cancun, Punta Cana, and Florida's Gulf Coast.
I was going to say, it's only taking us to warm places.
Yeah. And here's the other thing. Milwaukee's hometown airline, Midwest Express, was about luxury. It was about refinement. It was about not being low-cost carrier. And Sun Country is a low-cost airline. Based in Minneapolis, the CEO went on to say, here's the problem. We have an aircraft shortage in the U.S. right now. They can't build the planes fast enough, so it would be a little while before we have capacity to support expansion like we would like to do in Milwaukee. It would be at least sometime next decade.
What?
Yeah. No talk of wide seats, no talk of fresh baked chocolate chip cookies. But if they added more flights and our capacity increased, that would be good for all of us. I miss Midwest Express.
Me too.
Good airline. It's 5:19 at WTMJ. We step aside for Bucks basketball at the bottom of the hour. Meteorologist Craig Copleen. Could be kind of a not great night on the roads out there. He details it when he joins us up next on WTMJ. Okay, so we were out of town for Thanksgiving. We come back. We had someone who was watching the dogs in the house, and they said they were amazed at how good the dogs were. I'm amazed, too, because if I look back before Sit Means Sit, I didn't have great dogs. Before Sit Means Sit, the dogs didn't do what they were supposed to. It was a lot of my fault because I didn't know what I was doing. Sit Means Sit dog training taught Michelle how to have happy, confident, obedient dogs. And we do. Start like we did with a free consultation. Contact Sit Means Sit. They've got multiple locations. You take the dogs in. You meet the owner and the trainers. They meet your dogs. You set up a plan. That's what we did. And our dogs have never been better behaved. We've got great dogs. Thanks to Sit Means Sit dog training.
Hi, this is Dave Spano, CEO of Annex Wealth Management. As we head towards the new year, I want to extend a heartfelt gratitude to our listeners and to our clients. Thank you for your trust, your partnership, and the conversations we get to have every day. From all of us at Annex, we wish you and your family a safe, joyful, and meaningful holiday season.
Investment and retirement planning, along with tax and estate strategies. Get financially organized for the new year. Click Get Started at annexwealth.com.
It's WTMJ's Kristen Bry, and I'm teaming up with the mayor of Milwaukee, Kathy Johnson, to host the Milwaukee Holiday Gala, all to support Camp Rise and Toys for Tots. This year's party is stacked. Music by DJ Shauna, Mr. New York, and flying in all the way from Las Vegas, the Wynn's resident superstar, DJ 5. And you know Saz's Catering is bringing the food to keep Milwaukee happy and full. The location? It's a secret. Revealed December 10th. So get your tickets now at mkeholidayGala.org. That's mkeholidayGala.org.
For over a century, local radio has evolved with the needs of the community. From politics to pop culture, we keep you informed, bringing you the most relevant news, online, on air, and on the go. You have trusted us with your news, sports, weather, and entertainment. Trust us to keep moving with you. Text radio to 52886 and tell Congress local broadcasting is here to stay.
Now there's a new way to take charge of your blood sugar. Introducing new Garlic Healthy Blood Sugar Formula from the makers of the nation's best-selling garlic supplement. New Garlic helps maintain healthy blood sugar levels with clinically supported levels of garlic, plus a custom blend of vitamins and minerals, and it's odor-free. Take charge of your blood sugar with new Garlic Healthy Blood Sugar Formula. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Use as directed.
A stiff chair makes you sit. An X chair lets you float. Upgrade to an X chair, engineered for better posture and focus. The secret? Patented lumbar support that adjusts instantly. SiFloat Infinite Recline that moves effortlessly with you. X chair is next level ergonomic seating that truly floats. Right now, you can save up to 50% with the X Chair holiday sale. Supplies are limited, so visit xchair.com today for up to 50% off. That's xchair.com.
Hey, oh, listen what I say, oh.
Bucks basketball comes your way in about 5 minutes or so here on WTMJ. How about that weather on Saturday? Wasn't that fantastic?
No. Come on.
A lot of kids are happy. I talked to someone in Elkhart Lake today for the Travel Wisconsin show that I host. She's so excited. She said it's beautiful. We haven't had white Christmas like this in a long time. Meteorologist Craig Copleen is with us. Craig, it is pretty.
Oh, it's not Christmas yet, though, John. Who knows what's going to happen between now and then?
True. That's very true. Who got the most snow?
It's going to be hard to get rid of this much snow, though, in a month. You're right. So who got the most snow? The National Weather Service office in Sullivan, right along the Waukesha, Jefferson County line, reported 13 inches. New Berlin reported 12.7. 11.5 inches in West Dallas and Oak Creek, Cedarburg, and Jefferson all reported 11.5 inches. Officially in Milwaukee at Mitchell International, the snowfall will go in the record books at 8 inches.
How did they get the most at Sullivan? Where the weather service is, that's like Jimmy John's saying we're going to judge the best sub, and then guess what? Jimmy John's won.
To be fair, the snow was heavier west and southwest than Milwaukee area. So Madison got more than us too, and so did Janesville. So for our far western listeners, they all shared in the high numbers.
Boy, it's going to be so cold tonight.
Yeah.
It is, and we've got some real cold nights coming up. Tonight, we're going to drop into the teens. Tomorrow night, into the teens. And then Wednesday night and Thursday night, I think we're going to drop below zero. Thursday during the day, that's going to be our coldest day of the next several, when we barely get to 10 degrees or maybe just a little above 10 for the high. And we aren't going to see normal again for at least 2 weeks. This week, the normal high is in the upper 30s. Next week, the normal high is in the mid 30s. I think we're going to be below those numbers for at least the next 2 weeks.
So the snow is going to stick around. I mean, unless 2.5 weeks from now we get a couple 40s.
That's right. And who knows, right? But yeah, there's a pretty good chance this all sticks around until Christmas. By the way, 2 hours ago, Julia was mentioning that she had gotten you a Christmas present, but now that went down the tubes because you already bought the same present for yourself.
I got him a 620 WTMJ vest.
And I didn't know when I ordered one. Yeah.
I'm just wondering, what size is Mercure?
Yeah, that's a great point. Craig's the same size as me.
Nice.
I'm just saying, I don't have a WTMJ vest.
You're selfless. That would really help us out.
John just kept on talking about this vest. Oh, Elizabeth has this awesome 620 vest. Oh, how do I get this vest?
Julia's the best gift giver. One of Julia's love languages is gift giving, and she's the most thoughtful person when it comes to gifts I've ever been around, and I ruined it now.
Well, isn't that sweet? Yeah, so sweet.
Very thoughtful. Hey, let's talk quickly about tonight, because there's snow, it looks like, trying to start now. Are we looking at anything substantial tonight?
Most of the area is getting snow right now, but it's super light, like real fine snow. It's barely even showing up on the radar. It's so light. That said, though, it is covering side streets and sidewalks. So your less traveled roads tonight may very well be a little slippery. I don't think the main roads will be. The interstates should be just wet. The main highways will be just wet. But in your neighborhoods, the side streets, the city streets, there is just going to be enough of a fine layer of snow to make things slippery. From around Milwaukee and Waukesha south, accumulations could get up to 1 inch or maybe even 2 inches right near the Wisconsin-Illinois border. But from the interstate to the north, there'll be less, where I don't even think 1 inch will accumulate. So not a big deal in total amount of snow. But of course, as everybody knows, it doesn't take that much to make things a little slippery.
All right, so Julia has to drive to Delafield for a partner thing as soon as the show ends. So on the interstate, it shouldn't be terrible.
That's my guess. You know, the interstates and a lot of the streets will have some salt down already, right? Still have some salt on them from over the weekend. So the interstates being pretty heavily traveled, my guess will be just wet. It's when you're getting on and off of the interstate, Julia, that you might have some slick spots.
Yeah, Stadium Interchange right now. We're seeing a camera, Craig. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, well, thank goodness. You know what? If you're in it, I feel bad for you, but go slow. Take it easy. Don't be in any rush.
Meteorologist Craig Copleen, always good to catch up, and look for that vest. It could be coming your direction.
All right, take care.
I'll talk to you soon, Craig.
John was like, I'll take that second vest. I don't care.
I will, seriously. The easiest way to stay on top of the weather and all the other stuff that matters is at WTMJ.com or the WTMJ mobile app. You can get all the alerts and stuff. I mean, my phone doesn't buzz as much as Julia's, but I do
Every 2 seconds.
I do get all the alerts. So download the mobile app or check out WTMJ.com. It's Bucks basketball up next right here on WTMJ. Have a great night.
Milwaukee Weight Loss is having a huge Black Friday sale with $300 off now through December 5th. Get the lowest prices of the year on the result-getting Milwaukee Weight Loss program. We know the secret to losing up to 1 pound of fat every day with no exercising, no prepackaged meals, no counting points or calories, no drugs, no surgery, and no injections with a risk of serious side effects. You can start losing those unwanted pounds either before, during, or after the holidays. No more losing weight and gaining it back. You can keep the weight off for good with this program. Visit MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com now to schedule your free consultation.
Hey, WTMJ Steve Scaffidi here. Take advantage, like I did, of the